Hello everyone, welcome to TVON. Happy Friday, my name is Joyce and thank you so much for joining me on this fabulous Friday. And it just occurred to me, but I think today might be the very last Friday of January, so time is flying so quickly. But today we got kind of an urgent show, especially in the first hour. I got a lot of pieces that are really last call and for a good reason. As you know, the Tucson show is happening very soon, and we also exhibit there, which means that vendors come and visit us, and believe it or not, a lot of our vendors from all around the world do watch our shows, so they also have their own fair share of requests. And not so surprisingly, very popular on that list of vendor requests is bluing block D Tanzanite. So I got two of our bluing block D Tanzanite rings here today. One is an Asher cut and one is a emerald cut. Both of these pieces are fabulous. Again, last call on these because we'll get to that when we get to it. But a lot of brand new today as well. Indicolite in the bridge mounting. I got Mandarin garnet. I have color change diaspora earrings. And I don't mean like small 5mm round stones and a pair of earrings. I mean these are large stones and these are ovals, fabulous dangle drop design. So those are here as well. Brand new gold quartz in a ring. It might actually be our heaviest gold quartz stone. I mean, you look at it and you're like, okay, it looks like every other gold quartz we've had so far. The shape, it's, you know, it's about the same. But then you look at the gold quartz and it's like 90% gold, which if you know, gold is heavier than quartz. So that is like, you can see how much gold is in that stone, but not only that, you can feel it. So that is here today as well. Any requests are welcome. Any, any items you've been thinking about for the past couple of days, weeks, or months, or even years, as long as you have an item number, that is perfectly fine and doable. We can always check the system for you and see if it's still here, and if it is, we'll just grab it real quick and then show it to you as well. And so much more. Paraiba, with every single day that passes, the Tucson show comes nearer and nearer to us, and Paraibas is one stone that I will definitely be keeping my eye on because, as you know, with over the last couple of major trade shows, Paraibas have been the one where it's like, oh, what's happening? Well, it's kind of scary. What's going on, right? So a little bit worried about what's going to happen to Paraibas, but hopefully it'll stay at the same price. It's been even better if it goes down, but highly unlikely, but one can only dream, right? So a lot to get to today. Alexandrite earrings as well. These are in the smaller stud design, but the double halo in the Alexandrite earrings are fantastic. So much to get to. Also, we'll be recapping a little bit of Mr. Bracelet right here. So super excited for that. And again, any requests are welcome. And let's get on with it because our very first item of today is going to be that very high-end collectible Trapiche emerald. So let's take a look at the wheel here. This is going to be 1122104. This is yet another stone that was introduced to TVON land fairly recently, and I have never heard of it before then. I don't think I would have heard of it if I weren't here at TVON, but it is here. And yes, it is in the platinum. Tony was switching out the little wheel here like a couple minutes ago, and he picked up the ring. He was like, whoa, there is a weight behind this ring. And there is because of that platinum. So again, a stone as impressive as this, you don't want it in some, light gold way that, it feels like it's paper thin on your hand and you can't really feel it. This is a ring where you'll have on your hand and you will absolutely be able to feel it, and you would want it that way, of course. Hello, everyone. Hello, G. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Julie. Hello, everyone on Facebook and YouTube and our website. So this here, I know it's kind of a grand opening to our Friday show, but this is platinum. This is Trapiche emerald. This is our carat 98 center stone with 62 points total weight of your diamonds. Now, these are not just your ordinary round white diamonds, which, they're there, they're great, that's fine. But then, you know, above the stone, above the center stone, you do see two rather interestingly shaped diamonds, and those are actually your square white diamonds. We've seen a fair share of, you know, princess cut white diamonds, but very rarely. I'm like, I was looking at those diamonds today, you know, ignoring the Trapiche. I was like looking at the diamonds. I was like, what shape is that? It doesn't look like a princess cut. And it looks like a square cut diamond, which is, you know, very unique to see. I mean, here I've been spoiled by so many different, you know, fancy cuts and everything. So I was like very surprised to see, you know, square cut white diamonds in a ring like this. And this was once upon a time $9,999. Again, I only have this one. When we introduced this stone here at TVON, we did not have that many. We had like probably maybe less than 10, right? And now we only have this one and another one. And the other one is slated to go to the Tucson show because, you know, requests, right? And so this is the one that I picked out today. I like this one the better out of the two that are remaining. This one, you can't really see it from here, but it has that true like cabochon shape to it. It really reminds me of that beautiful emerald green, like a raindrop almost. I know calling this color emerald green is a little bit redundant, but it's just that beautiful deep green color. And it's got that spoked wheel design in the stone as well. It's almost like Mother Nature herself was playing designer with, you know, the stones that she creates. But this here is no longer going to be $99.99. Last you saw it, it was $39.99. And I am very pleased to say that we have this even further down below $39.99 or even $2,999. And I know it looks like a super intricate design, but trust me, it is not. You're like, I love the design, but it's a little bit too overdone for me. I will probably never wear it. Listen, I've had this ring on my hand for a good couple of minutes before the start of the show. I was like, I'm just obsessed with it. Me, like, listen, I'm not one for, you know, flowery designs, you know, I'm just plain and simple, that's it. But then there's something about this design, how the diamonds work with the platinum, where it creates this beautiful blend, and it doesn't make it seem so overdone and so like too much, you know, but it's still done in a way where you can wear it, feel fabulous wearing it, and you can wear it every day too. So this one we're not going to do $29.99. If you like it, take off another couple, you know, a couple discounts here. We'll make it $28.88 for the very first caller, and still a highly collectible stone. This is not your usual, like, you know, rather, you know, we see it every show basically, you know, emeralds here and there, Colombian, Zambian, you know, we see emeralds every single day, but we do not get to see Trapiche emeralds that look like this. And here it is on the hand as well. I mean, this is a ring that you will be able to feel the weight of on your hand. And I mean, there's just so much metal in this. $28.88 for this entire piece, and look at it from the side as well. You can see what I mean by it really looks like that cabochon cut, like a true droplet. I just love how, you know, it's so smooth too. It's something about it. It's just a fabulous piece. $28.88 on this one. And let's go back up close and show it to you one more time. And don't worry, just because it's in platinum does not mean that, you know, it has to stay in this size. We'll still size it for you. This is what it also looks like from the back side. So there you have it. I mean, kind of an extreme undergallery, right? I mean, that's a lot of platinum. I mean, we want to make this ring as comfortable as possible to you, whoever is going to, you know, ultimately get this ring and wear it and enjoy it. So, I mean, all you feel on your hand is going to be that smooth, smooth platinum, nothing to catch on, and it's super comfortable. $28.88 on this one, and let me know, because aside from this one, well, I guess you could count the large Trapiche emerald earrings, but I'm counting in terms of rings here. I have this one and the other one that is, you know, going to Tucson soon. So let me know on this one. And next up, you know, getting to a lot of the more high-end pieces here in the first hour, because I want you to have enough time to think about it. Before they get packed up and, you know, go to Tucson, and hopefully they come back, but that is uncertain. But also, Robert T. in California, if you are watching, I do have a pot parasha ring today. I know you were interested in a different pot parasha ring, but I do have a brand new one today that I think you would quite like. So Robert T. in California, if you are watching, please let me know, and I have a pot parasha ring set aside for you. And hello, Linda. Hello, hello. Happy Friday. So let me know on this one. And next up, we will get to our first Tanzanite ring of today. So call me on this one, a beautiful Trapiche emerald in a platinum ring. And next up we have this one. Now this is 1117054. This is one of the largest Tanzanites ever in a ring that we have here. This is our 2271 emerald cut in that illusion bridge mounting, as I like to call it. You can kind of see there are diamonds, being reflected across, the center of the ring. And for the longest time, for some reason, I thought it was the side diamonds, like the diamonds over here, reflecting into the center of the stone. But then I was like, wait, that's not really possible, is it? And it's actually diamonds set directly behind the center stone. So that's why I called this one, like the illusion bridge mounting, where it got me good. I was like, I did not realize, but now I know. And even though now I know that fact, it makes me love this ring even more. Now this is a piece that had started at $29,999. From there, you probably remember seeing this ring at $99.99. And like we do, I got a brand new price for you on this one. Now this was a ring where I woke up a couple days ago in a cold sweat. I was like thinking about this ring. I was like, I hadn't seen it in a couple of days. I know for a fact that it did not sell, and I couldn't find it in like the one box that we kept all of our Tanzanites in, which, at the peak of Blue Wing Block D population, we had like 2 full boxes of Blue Wing Block D pieces, and now we have 1 box, but that 1 box is barely half full. And this piece was not in that box, and I was getting a little bit worried because, again, I know that for a fact that this piece did not sell. I knew it was still hanging out here somewhere. I did not know where it went. So I went around and I was asking everyone, that emerald cut ring, the 2271 center stone with that kind of like a bridge design mounting, where did it go? And then I finally went up to our Tucson reps that were, super busy and packing and everything, and I was like, sorry to bother you, but do you know where this ring went? And they're like, oh yeah, we have it. And I was like, oh great, well, why do you guys have it? And they were like, well, you see. And then they told me how, vendors, when they stop by here, or they contact us via email or text or whatever, and they're like, we have a long list of people, a long list of vendors who are also collectors, by the way. They know we got the good stuff. They heard. They're like, we heard the news, Blue Wing Block D, you guys are, it's almost done. That's it. And, I want one for my collection, and, some other people, same thing. And so this was one of the rings that was, very sneakily taken and set aside for that Tucson journey. And I was like, oh yikes, can I maybe have it back for, maybe 3 more hours? I'll just borrow it for 3 more hours, give it a last call, last chance. If it doesn't go, you guys can take it back. At the end of the show, there's going to be a box in the back, and there's going to be a list of pieces from today's show where, if they do not sell, put the pieces in the box, we'll pack it up tomorrow morning, and that's it. It's on its way to Tucson, right? Blue Wing Block D, any piece that I have up here, which is this one and the Asher cut that is coming up, that's it, right? So here it is, no longer going to be $99.99. And if you're a vendor watching right now, sorry, last chance is here. Or you could call it and get it, who knows, right? But we are going to do this for not even $8,999. Again, brand new price here today. It's almost like a pre-Tucson super exclusive price here. Not going to be $89.99. If you like it, we will do it for $8,888. And this is to the very first caller only. This is almost like the largest size we will go for Tanzanite in a ring. Because as you know, the larger stones, they're beautiful. You probably want it on your hand to be able to look at and admire every single day. But, over a certain carat weight, it's just not that possible to make, larger stones into a ring without making it uncomfortable. So this one, even though it is a 22 karat stone, almost very close to 23 carats, it is still comfortable, it is still wearable. It's got a nice, simple diamond design. For something like this, we can't exactly do like a double, triple halo, because then it would probably venture into the kind of not really wearable kind of territory. So just here, by having, you know, a couple rows of diamonds down the side, you know, through the back side, down the other side, you know, that really makes it work for a stone that looks like this. And even so, even though it's got triple rows of diamonds on the side, the band is still, it does taper slightly, but it is still wide in the back. Now, not wide to the point where, you know, you have to size up or anything. This is still true to size, but this is not going to roll on your hand. And just because of how the ring is built too, that helps it stay situated on your hand as well. So 88 on this one. Let me know. Again, this is here early in the show because I want to give you plenty of time to think about it. Because again, I said I would borrow it for 3 hours, and that 3 hours passes by super quickly. And after that, you know, this ring is gone. It's gonna get packed up and it's going, all right? So 88 on this one. Let me know. This is what it looks like on the hand. Now here it is. I mean, my hands are, you know, not exactly, you know, like a model's hand, you know, long, slender fingers. I have a pretty small hand, you know, short, pudgy fingers, but you see how it still works, right? And if you're like, you know, not sure which finger to wear it on, for a larger stone like this, I would actually highly recommend it on the middle finger. I think it feels more balanced on this finger, you know, across the hand. You know, on your ring finger, it still looks great, but personally speaking, you know, I know this is a large stone. I know this is kind of a lot to take in, but you can see how, you know, the diamonds on the side, they really add to it. They don't take away from it. And you can also see how you know, even a single halo, I think would be a little bit too much. So diamonds down the band it is, and diamonds down the band you got, and this is what it looks like from the side. Again, it is a fantastic stone. I honestly have no idea how this ring is still here, but here it is. So 88 on this one. Let me know. This is one of the most exquisite emerald cut blue wing block D Tanzanite pieces we've ever had. So let me know on this one. Again, take down those item numbers. We'll be here for a couple minutes after the show if you want to talk about it. But again, I urge you to call in quick on a piece like this because again, I'm borrowing it at this point. Like, this is not here forever. I'm borrowing it. And after the show, it is going to get packed up and it is going to be gone. So let me know on this one. And I hope everyone's, you know, not sick of blue wing block D Tanzanites at this point, but I do have another one to get to before we get to Mr. Bracelet. So let me know on this one. 88 on this one. White gold only, please. And last week I had a Asher cut blue wing block D Tanzanite in a ring. Flew out the door. And then after that, I got so many requests. Asher cut Tanzanites, please. I missed out on that one. By chance, do you have another? And this is 1117665. When I found that emerald cut Tanzanite that was just up here, they also gave me this one. They're like, you know what? We also took this one by like secretly, and you know, just also want to maybe give you a last chance on this one too. So this one is here as well. This is our 1668 Asher cut blue wing block D Tanzanite. It is in this fabulous yet simple 3-stone style mounting. Now you might just be wondering, oh, that's nice. It got some, you know, matching pink diamonds up there. This is one of the last pieces in the entire TVON inventory that has matching pink diamonds in it. This is a piece that was at $26,999. Has to stay like it is for the gold color. And, you know, blue wing block D Tanzanites, no more. Pink diamonds, even just single stones. We haven't had anything new come in for months. And, you know, so that means that it's kind of like the end of also matching pink diamonds in your designs. And I went through the entire half of a Tanzanite box at this point. I was like, surely there must be another piece that has a pink diamond in it, right? Like just a single pink diamond, I will be happy with that. And no, this is it. So $26,999, it is not going to be. And this one also, they were like, you know what? We'll just give you something special. The last time you saw it, $99.99 or even $88.88. We're going to do something a little bit better on this one as well. No longer going to be that price. If you like this one as well, we'll do it for $7,999. and that is it. Again, Asher cut, by far in the entire history of bluing block D Tanzanites, Asher cut has been the most highly requested cut. And unfortunately, it's just every single time we've had one, it's been an absolute treat. And even from the start, from the beginning, there just was not enough Asher cut stones for everyone to go around for. So this is it. Again, not only the Tanzanite, but also the matching pear-shaped pink diamonds on either side, which, you know, they look, you know, pretty saturated to me. They look pretty, you know, intense to me. But this is here, and, you know, there is so much red flash in this stone. This stone is like, it has the perfect level of openness in the color of the stone itself. In fact, you know, when this stone was sitting in its little plastic bag that we keep our pieces in, our plastic bags are usually covered in like Sharpie marks. And they're usually red Sharpie marks, right? But then I saw this ring in the bag and I was like, oh, that's nice. It got some, you know, red Sharpie marks on it. If only it could be like, you know, red flashes in the stone. I took the stone out of the bag and I was like, wait a minute, that was a red flash of the stone. So, I mean, I don't need to say that there's red flashes in it. I could just move the stone around and you'll see how much red flash this stone has. It has ample, it has enough, it has more than enough, right? And it has that beautiful open color. And this is a $79.99 on this one. I mean, those are not teeny tiny little pear-shaped pink diamonds either. 20 points on either side and 40 points combined. Like that is kind of crazy. So again, if you love pink diamonds, if you're like, you know what, I already have a Tanzanite with a single halo, I have it with yellow diamonds, I have it just regular white diamonds, I have Tanzanite with no diamonds. Pink diamonds, this is it as well. I do not expect to see any more pieces with, you know, matching pink diamonds at all. So this is the one to finally get, to finally, you know, maybe even finish off your collection with, is a Tanzanite with pink diamonds in it. And even from the back, red flashes, they do not stop. They're like, we're still here, look at us. I don't care if you're looking at, you know, the wrong side of the stone, we are still here. So let me know on this one, $79.99. Again, showing these pieces early because I want you to have enough time to think about it. Take a look at it on the hand. I mean, this is just a fabulous piece. I mean, being the Asher cut too, it's not a elongated stone cut. You know, you won't have to worry about, you know, is it wearable? You know, my hands are small, right? And it is still definitely wearable, and you can see how much of the red flash is still showing off, even from the hand here. I mean, that is just insane. This stone is just beautiful, right? So this is also what it looks like from the side, and let me know again, $79.99 on this one. These two Tanzanites are the only two Tanzanites that I have as of today. And again, after the 3 hours is up, after the show ends, I'm like, I have been instructed to put these two Tanzanites in a box in the office, and they will pack it up tomorrow morning, and that's it. They're on their way to Tucson. So let me know on either of these. Again, $79.99 on this one and $88.88 on the emerald cut Tanzanite. So let's put this one back up close. And I really can't believe it. I mean, off the top of my head, from what I can remember, what is left with, you know, matching pink diamonds in rings, and earrings, but that would be the goldeny yellow diamond that has, you know, the pear-shaped pinks on either side with like a white diamond sort of halo around it. You probably know that ring. And also the black opal earrings that I had done and flashed not too long ago. So those are the only two other pieces that I can think of in our entire TVON inventory that has, you know, I guess pear-shaped pink diamonds around it, next to it. So let me know on this one, $79.99. G says, between Mr. Bracelet and that Tanzanite, I'm surprised Joyce can lift her hand. I know, right? I have a brother who is 12 years younger than me, so when he was growing up, I've been like, I like to carry him around, so I like to think that. And also drawing. I guess, does drawing contribute to like arm strength in a way? I mean, I can lift like 2 bags of 50-pound rice. So, I mean, at this point though, it's like I can sneeze and throw up my back too, so it's kind of like a coin toss. So I like to not push myself, but but yeah, it's a lot of, you know, high-end pieces, you know, Mr. Bracelet and the Tanzanite. But yeah, I know, Linda, this is a fabulous Tanzanite. Let me also bring up the other one too, just so that we can have the two side by side if you're, thinking about either or. Again, this is our Ashercut. Again, Ashercut, after this one, I don't even know if we have another one left. So call me on either of these two here. I know once I zoom out, it's like, oh yeah, they look like 5-carat stones. No, these are some of our largest stones ever, especially this emerald cut right here. So call me on either of these two if you need to see either of these on the hand again, or want to see it, from the side or whatever perspective. Again, just let me know. But this is here for now, for the next, 2 hours and 35 minutes, that's it. And Mr. Bracelet will be coming up next. I know, such a great problem to have. But Trapiche Emerald is still here for $28.88. Again, Robert's Tea in California. If you are here and watching, I do have a paparacha for you today. I saw it and I was like, immediately thought of you, so I do have it set aside. And just don't sneeze while carrying 100 pounds of rice. Definitely will not be doing that. But yeah, it's a it's a good time here. Next up, we do have a little recap of Mr. Bracelet. It's been a while since we've had, the graphics up there. But for this one, I'll probably have to start with it on the hand. So here it is, the ultimate Mr. Bracelet. This is 1115192. It's been here for, I want to say, close to 2 years at this point. And here it is, the largest tennis bracelet we have ever done here. Every single individual stone you see in this bracelet is 51 points exactly. And here you also have 25 individual stones. Now the one I'm wearing right now is actually a 6 3/4 of an inch. If you need it to be in the 7-inch size, just let me know, or let your operator know rather, and they can help you with that. But this one here, for the one I'm wearing right now, for this size, it is going to be $32,999. I mean, I keep saying this, but if you could imagine, if you were a jeweler, you're like, you know what, that's a pretty good price, a pretty good deal. I could take this bracelet apart and have, 25 individual rings and, sell it like that. I mean, you could totally do that. Or if you wanted to make these into earrings too, I mean, every single stone in this bracelet is perfectly matched. I know it's like, what is there to match for brilliant cut round white diamonds? I mean, they're all the same, right? No, there's still matching to be done. Even though they all look the same, there is a subtle difference in every single individual stone that still requires, a human eye to look at and to, to match ultimately. And I mean, matching 2 stones is already hard enough, and imagine matching 25 individual stones, and that is exactly what is happening here. So again, close to 13 carats on this, 1275 total weight on this. I mean, also the design too is like, for a tennis bracelet, you really don't want there to be any, barriers in terms of, the continuity of the diamonds. And here, there absolutely is not. I mean, as you can see right now, it's like, aside from the clasps on either side, it's like the diamonds just go right around, and it's perfect, truly. And again, I know typically our bracelets are in the 7-inch range, but for something like this, I feel like something that is more form-fitting might be a little bit better. You don't want a bracelet that looks like this to be just hanging loose and just flopping everywhere, right? You want it to sit right. And I think that's why, the slightly shorter length does work better on a bracelet like this. And this is still stackable. If you have, a 5-carat bracelet, you can still put it next to it. That's that much more diamonds to, look fabulous with. And truthfully, I don't know if it's because I've been wearing it every single Friday, but the more I look at this bracelet, the more I'm like, this is a totally normal bracelet to have on. It does not look oversized. It does not look like, oh, it's not wearable. This is still a wearable piece, it's super comfortable too, almost wore at home many occasions, which is why someone needs to get it. So I can stop having it on my wrist on Fridays and forget to take it off. But this is not, it's not like large stones to the point where it doesn't look like a bracelet anymore, where it doesn't feel like a bracelet anymore, it's still a bracelet and it's still fabulous, and it is here. So let me know on this one. And let's go back to our Tanzanites while I take the bracelet off, and then I can show you up close again what the bracelet looks like. And hello, Mary. I know it is beautiful. And yeah, I mean, thanks for watching. And here it is, the bracelets up close. Let me know on either of these Tanzanites. Had some questions come in about these, but no questions for me just yet, so we'll find out. So again, here is the bracelet up close and personal. Every single individual stone is set with, you know, its own little basket, cute little basket, and that's what it looks like too. So the stones are elevated above your wrist. It's not going to be, you know, flat on your wrist. I know, such a small, subtle detail, but it still is a big part of how a piece feels. You don't want the backs of the diamonds, you know, scraping across your wrist, right? So this is why this gold frame right here definitely helps out with how the diamonds will sit on your wrist. And I mean, even from the back side, why is the back side brighter than the front side, right? I mean, yeah, brilliant cut, white diamonds, very, you know, sparkly, very bright. And then from the backside, suddenly it's like, wow, are these still diamonds, or like what's going on here, right? I mean, look at how reflective that gold is. And then, you know, even the backside of the diamonds, which I don't think we get to see that often, or diamonds of this size at least. It's like, what is going on right here, right? So this is what it looks like from the back, from the front. And again, it is here, $32,999 for the 6 3/4 inches. If you need it in a true 7-inch length, again, talk to your operators. The price is going to be a little bit different, but they will be able to help you out on that one. So let me know on this, and we will go from there. So call me on this. It's going to find a home soon, I'm 100% confident. Well, until then, it's going to be residing in our mini like Friday box, our little Friday penthouse box, whatever we're gonna call it. So it is going to be here, but until then, it is going to go back to my wrist. So let me know on this one. And Paraiba, I know, I'm sorry. This first hour, again, I said it's gonna be a lot of high end, and Paraiba is going to be one of it. This is a stone that I and many others have had our eyes on. So we are going to find out, you know, if anything changes within the next trade show. This is going to be 1122862. This is Paraiba. Now, have you ever wanted a Paraiba in a ring, but you just were like, single halo, that's it, I don't want anything more, but you know, I've never seen you guys do a Paraiba that looks like this and only a single halo, and you're right. I mean, I've said this before, a stone that is as valuable as this, you know, a single halo, regular band, that doesn't feel like a, you know, a ring that, you know, that started at $19,999 like this one did. So to fix that, we thought, you know what, we can still do a single halo, but let's just make the band extra wide into this super dome-like design, and that is what we have here. This is going to be our carat 33 trilliant Paraiba. Very rarely do we get to see trillions, especially trillions that look like this. This is a brilliant trilliant. And diamonds, you know, single halo, 38 points, that's fine. But that is a lot of gold. This is a super brilliant Paraiba. This is, you know, one of the fabulous ones. It's got that great carat weight size, you know, carat 33, not teeny tiny. You'll see it from a mile away. And it's got that color, which, as we like to go over, the color is there. The neon is there. That is more important. You know, it can be blue, but then it can also not have that neon color. You know, we've had vendors come and go, and, you know, they'll always bring something a little bit special, and typically they would be Paraibas, right? You know, it doesn't hurt to look at what other people have, and, you know, if we like it, then, hey, we can try it out, right? But Paraiba being one of them. And so Paraiba is like, the ones that they bring us, you know, the name is still attached to the stone, you know, it's still Paraiba. But it, compared to ours from the private collection, you put them side by side and suddenly you're looking at two totally different animals. It's like, in one hand, you're looking at what could be an aqua, could be like a topaz of some sort. You know, you can't really tell what it is. And then you look at a stone that looks like this and you're like, now that is Paraiba, right? So, you know, it's nice that they think about us, but, you know, if you're going to get the Paraiba, you want to get one that you look at and you're like, that's it. That is not aquamarine. That is not a topaz of some sort. That is Paraiba. And you look at this stone and that is all you can think of. Like, I probably didn't even need to say the stone name and you'll be like, yes, that is from the private collection. That is Neon Paraiba. And it is. So here it is. And I agree. A confident guy could wear this ring. I agree. I mean, you know, if there are any guys out there too, I know this is put in as a ladies ring, but you know, if you're a guy watching, you're like, you know what, I like this ring too, do call. I mean, I'm opening it to everyone, but this is no longer going to be even $9,999. And originally it was supposed to be, you know, $89.99, which, you know, considering the stone looks like this, I can't be mad at that price tag, and still you're getting this much gold in it, which, let's take a look at it from the side. I mean, even from the side, it's like still as neon as can be, if not more. And even though the stone is kind of like set into the band, it is still reflecting into the gold on the side there. I mean, I don't know how it's doing that, but it's like, listen, everything that the stone can see, it's like you're going to be cast in a Paraiba glow. And this is what it looks like from the back side as well. So even though it is a wider dome style ring, we still have a wavy undergallery going underneath it. And just to make it more comfortable to wear, and then Carolyn says, no, one of us should wear it. I agree. I mean, you guys can like do like shared custody or something, right? I mean, that's been a talk for a couple pieces here and there, right? So this one, $89.99, not going to be. I mean, there is still so much gold in this, and it tapers nicely into the backside. So if you're thinking I probably have to size up like an entire size, no, you do not. Just get your true to size, and we will size it for you, and everything will be fine. We'll ship it out like that, and that is done and done. So I mean, even from this side too, I mean, it's just, this is such a neon stone. It's almost like that one Mahenge pink spinel we had once upon a time, where, you know, the stone was so bright, so saturated, where it was like half the stone was just pink. Like you couldn't see where the facets were, you couldn't see where the light was hitting, it was just pink. I mean, this Paraiba is coming very close to that, which is kind of ironic considering this is a stone that is naturally rather included, right? But I mean, despite all that, it is still this bright. And $89.99, we are not stopping there. I was like, listen, Tucson is coming up. I am scared for the future of Paraiba prices. You know, they could come back when the Tucson show ends and be like, sorry, this ring right now, we got to price it back at that $19,999, right? Which would be rather unfortunate. So get it now while it's, you know, here and not at that was price. And we will do this entire ring for one caller only, for one Paraiba lover only, for $5,999 to the very first caller only. Now, if you would want to change the gold color, I would advise against it, but the option is still there. So if you want to switch it to, you know, the yellow gold or even the rose gold, I would probably advise against it. But, you know, if you really want to, you can go ahead and do so. But white gold is where it's at. Take a look at it on the hand. I mean, this is just a fabulous design. I mean, there is so much gold in this ring. This is really a piece that sings to my heart. If you know, I love, you know, Paraibas. I've been, you know, obsessing over them. And also, I love a ring that has a wide dome design that has a lot of gold to it. It feels substantial. And this is it. So $59.99 on this one. This is also what it looks like from the side. It's got a subtle, I wouldn't say a true like squared off design to it, but it's got like a mix between a dome and a squared off design to the actual band of the piece itself. So this is it. I mean, even from here, that Paraiba is like still as neon as can be. There is no like color saturation going on here. There's no, you know, special effects filter, you know, making the stone brighter, erasing inclusions. There's none of that. And so here it is. I mean, $59.99 for a carat 33 private collection Paraiba that looks like this. I mean, you know, when they came back from the Hong Kong show, what was it, last year? They were like, they told me the new prices for a Paraiba that is, you know, like not perfect like this one, but it was like medium quality Paraibas. They told me the prices and I was like, really? People would pay that much now for that? And they were like, yeah. So, I mean, this is it. This is the one to get and own. If you're like, you're not a diamond person, I totally get ya, but this is the one to consider and to get. And G says one of her favorite TVON rings is a Paraiba in a dome with a halo. I mean, yeah, it's like the gold is just so smooth and it really just centralizes your focus onto the Paraiba itself. So this one is here. Keep an eye on it, you know, keep it on your mind, think about it. And this is again one of those pieces where I cannot say for certain if it is going to be in the Tucson show. I'll have to check the list when I get off the show, but you know, this is one of those pieces where I wouldn't be surprised if they took it with them just to show, you know, potential vendors. Like if, you know, people come up to us and are like, take a look at my Paraibas, and then it's like, well, here's ours and look at yours, right? So make a comparison. So this is the one, best of the best, and $59.99 for one person only, so let me know. And again, Robert T in California, if you're watching, I have a pot parasha in the bridge ring for you. I know you had your eye on a pot parasha, so Robert T in California, if you're watching, please let me know, and I can bring out the pot parasha that I have here for you. And next up, I know so far we've only had the green stones, blue stones, and more blue stones, and diamonds, but let us go into Mandarin garnet. So let me know on this one. Again, this is as bright as can be, and let's go into a Mandarin garnet. Now, Mandarin garnet is a stone that, you know, fairly common here, see it every here and there. This is 1118315, but have you seen a Mandarin garnet that looks like this? I mean, this is yet another, you know, supposedly rather included stone, and it should be, but then you look at it and it's like, how is it still that bright? And that is what I would like to ask the stone. How are you that bright still? This is our 398 oval Mandarin garnet center stone. It's got all of those golden flashes going off inside of the stone here. 54 points of your diamonds in this lovely lacy yet floral, almost like a halo, I would say, yeah. Currently in the yellow gold. If you must switch it to the white or the rose gold, I actually would recommend it in the yellow gold, but if you want to switch it up, the option is there for you. Just give us some time and we'll work on it for you. This ring originally started at $49.99, and since then it has been brought down all the way to $2,999, but we are not done yet. So if you like this one, I know it's like some Mandarin garnets, I've seen some stones where it's like, it's cut in such a way where it doesn't feel like a gemstone necessarily. I mean, you call it a Mandarin garnet, I'll take your word for it, but I mean, you put it on your hand, it's like, it's just there, it's just, you know, an orange rock. There's nothing too special about it. And then you see something that's like this and you're like, ah, this is a true gemstone. You just look at it and it just has that gemstone quality. You know, there's no window to it, there's no, you know, weird facets to it, there's no weird areas to the stone. This is a true natural gemstone, and it looks like it, and it definitely does feel like it. And it is not going to be even $19.99 on this one either. You know, another discount on this. Even from the side, there are still bright golden flashes coming through on this Mandarin garnet, and from the back side as well. Again, this is, again, the perfect perspective to see any imperfections inside of your stone, which Mandarin garnets are known to have, you know, inclusions in it, but then you can see this stone where it's like, there's not much going on inside of this stone, huh? You can see some inclusions here and there, but nothing that is like just glaring you in the face. And this is not going to be $19.99. If you like this one, true to size on this, we will do it for the very first caller for $1,499 on this fabulous Mandarin garnet ring. And if you're thinking, oh, this kind of design is a little bit too, you know, floral for my taste, I would have been in the same boat as you. But then you look at it on the hand and you're like, actually, this is perfectly wearable. This is just enough, decoration to the piece where it's still wearable. It still shows off that center stone beautifully. And, it absolutely does. So $14.99 on this one. Take a look at it from the side as well. Doesn't sit high off the hand at all. Change the gold color if you must. Again, you don't see that much of the gold color aside from, again, the band, but unless you're like that, you're not gonna see much of the band itself. So here it is, Mandarin garnet with your fabulous floral lacy design halo for $14.99. I mean, that is not a small center stone either. It's got a pretty good size to it. And it is here for the time being, so let me know on this one as well. And in case you missed it from earlier, we had 2 Tanzanites that are here temporarily until, the end of the show, after which I have to say bye-bye to them, and they're going to get packed up. So let me know if you want to see the Tanzanites again. Again, this Asher cut, I think it's partially because of the pink diamonds, but this one really stings to me, so call me on either that one or this one. So let me know on these two. Again, fresh new discounts on both. Paraiba still here, as is the Trapiche emerald. So again, we have 2 Trapiche emerald rings left. And then we have a huge jumbo-sized Trapiche emerald pair of earrings. So not much left in that. Don't expect to see any more in the future. But again, we can always try, but no guarantees. And then we have this one here. So let me know. And anyone looking for a emerald cut Fawn diamond, I do have one. So let me know on that. Also, Mr. Bracelet is here. We had another brief little presentation of him again, so not too long ago. So if you want to see the bracelet up close again, no problem, just let me know. And peridot. I know we've gone to like the high-end museum and suddenly it's like we're visiting peridot. Peridot, believe it or not, very difficult to come by in terms of the clean stones. So let me know on this Mandarin garnet, but here we have peridot. Peridot, whether it's, small stones or large stones, it's very hard to come across 2 stones that can be perfectly matching, that do not have any sort of dark spots in the stones or any inclusions in the stones. And here we have it. This is 112-1547. This is kind of a fancy cut, I would say. Not exactly an Asher cut. This is our octagonal cut peridot, and they are in a fabulous pair of earrings, currently in the yellow gold. Again, I only have this one pair. Very difficult to match peridot, period. So these are here. I would recommend them in the yellow gold. I like peridot the best in the yellow gold just because of the kind of lime green with the golden hue of the green color that it is. But this here, $420 in our center stones and 14 points of the diamonds going down this lever back right here. And supposed to be $19.99, but we are not going to be doing that. Again, these are not small stones. You're seeing it up here with high magnification. You're like, oh yeah, they're probably like teeny tiny little stones, not worth it. Wait till you see what it looks like against the hand, because these are not small stones. I mean, we could probably take them apart, make 2 rings out of it, but since they are so perfectly matching, what better way to do it than to put them in a pair of earrings? And here they are. I mean, again, against my hand, these are not small stones. They do not look like accent stones. We could probably, make a ring out of it. And if you like it, we'll do it for $999 on this fabulous pair of peridot earrings. And they don't look like those extreme fancy cut shapes, but octagon cut peridot, it's like when do you get to see peridot cut like this aside from this? So let's go back up close, and I will hold one up to my ear here, and we will show you what it looks like. So thank you. But this is what they look like. So hair up or hair down, it works perfectly fine. It's got that, it's not a long dingle drop either. So right there, I mean, it's just, you don't see a lot of the gold either, but I think the yellow gold definitely does give it a nicer backdrop, contributes to the warm green color that the peridot itself is. And of course you can see those diamonds even from that far away. So let me know on these. Perfect for primary piercings, probably not for the second piercing. So, I mean, again, hair up or hair down, these peridots will show up those bright green colors. Really kind of reminds me of Demontoy too. So let's go back up close, and $9.99 will get them home to you. Again, any gold color change, we will do so. And in case you were wondering, how does it open? It opens like this. So let's show it against the hand here actually. So that's how it opens. Again, there's no backing needed for this. So you don't have to worry about, you know, the backing falling off, losing a backing. The earrings are unwearable. It is all built into one. You will never have to worry about, you know, losing it. Again, you can see how the top part, the hook where you put into your ear, is actually quite, it's actually quite long. So you're going to have to try really hard to lose these earrings. So let me know on these. Again, $9.99, and let us go back up close. And we can go from there. So again, matching pair of peridots, very difficult to do. I've seen a lot of peridot here, but you know, a small percentage of the peridot that I've seen ever get to make it into jewelry. Like you look at it from the front and you're like, oh, it looks like a nice stone, right? You don't really see anything happening inside the stone. And then you take it to a loop and then suddenly you're like, oh, there's dark spots everywhere, there's inclusions, and there's this and that, and you know, from our standards, these stones are unusable. So here we have it, peridot earrings. Very rarely do we get to see peridot earrings that look like this. That's bright. I really want to call it Ashercut, but you know, it's more than that. So let me know on this fabulous pair of earrings. And again, Mandarin garnets, you know, yet another bright stone. And so much more to get to still. And again, any requests are still welcome. You know, it's been a crazy past couple of weeks, you know, with the Tucson show, the preparation, everything. And so if there's anything that is still here that you've been thinking about, just let us know, say the word, say the numbers, and we can go in the back and check for you on that. And there was a rose gold adjustable diamond bracelet recently. I'm trying to think. I think I know the one you're talking about. I don't know if it's still here actually. Yeah, with all the Tucson prep, I've been helping out when I can. It's like my brain is a little bit fried. I feel like I need coffee directly injected into my veins for it to actually work at this point. But the stop sign cut. Oh, it is like a stop sign cut. The wrong color of a stop sign, but it could be like a stop sign cut. It could be, yeah, I'm seeing it. And like if you don't wear it like an earring, but if you like I kind of have it like this, it could be like a stop sign. So let me know on these, our fabulous peridot earrings. And I'm not sure if this might be too out there for you guys, but I do have a rather designer, this is the one I'm thinking about. So bracelet coming up, but in the meantime, let me actually do a quick little flash of this one against the hand. I don't know if this is, you know, too much, but I do have this piece here today. It is an entire necklace, complete with, you know, just a couple of rather large blue sapphires and, you know, just some diamonds, you know, nothing too important, right? But, you know, just letting you guys know that this entire necklace is here. So if you are interested in it, just let me know, say the word, and I'll bring it up here for a presentation. But again, you know, it's a rather impressive necklace. So let's go back to our peridots. And we do have our rose gold bracelet coming up. This is that beautiful baguette cut white diamonds. And let me actually find out a way to show it up close because it is flexible. So call me on the peridot earrings, but this one right here is 1118588. This is going to be our bracelet in the rose gold, and this one is in the rose gold only. And I mean, I just love this design. It is not going to sit up straight, so I'll probably have to put it on my wrist. So let's put it on the wrist here. Give me a second. I think with these nails for a year now, I think I get used to it, but clearly not the case. So this is what the bracelet looks like on the wrist. Again, I do not have it fastened. So the closure is actually connected in a way to the entire thing. What you'll do is you'll just pull on one of the star charms down there, and then you can adjust the bracelet to whatever length you want to wear it to. So I'll just hold it here. But this is going to be 18K rose gold, 60 points of your baguette cut white diamonds, and also 5 points of your round white diamond. So again, different cuts of diamonds have different effects, very present from here. Even comparing it to Mr. Bracelet right there. I mean, 2 drastically different cuts of stones, and you know, each has their own special attributes. And this is supposed to be $39.99, and we are going to do it very first color for $999 on this one as well. Again, it has a maximum adjustability of 7.5 inches. So as long as you wear a 7.5 inch, you are perfectly fine. It might be a little bit snug, but again, you just pull on the charms there and it will adjust perfectly fine. And again, you can adjust it however you want. You know, it doesn't matter how small your wrist is. You can still adjust it. It's all built into the design of this type of closure. And $9.99 on this one. And let's go, well, there's nothing up close, but let me take off the bracelet and try to show you what it looks like up close one more time. So here's what it looks like. There it is. And you can see here your different cuts of diamonds. You know, the round white diamonds are very slight, very subtle, but they really add to the design of the overall piece. And I just love how there's like a central, almost like an emerald cut shape in the center, and then it kind of just gradually, you know, transitions outwards with the continued baguette cut diamonds and then into the chain itself. It's overall very reflective, highly reflective. So this one is here for the time being. Let me know, 18K rose gold only. That's what it looks like from the back side as well. So, you know, ample opening for you to clean your diamonds or to, you know, let light in. So let me know on this one. And let us go back and revisit our Asher-cut Tanzanite. Thank you very much. And in case you missed it, I know it's first hour is already almost done. And our Tanzanites are still here. So this is our Asher-cut. Had one last week. And since then, everyone's been, you know, a little bit worried about, am I still able to get an Asher-cut Tanzanite? Luckily, our representatives that are going to Tucson, they happen to have set aside one without telling me. Not that they have to tell me, but, you know, it would have been nice to know. But it is here. This one is here. It's got that beautiful open color. And it is definitely one that, I mean, you add something like this to your collection and you cannot be mad about it. Let me also clean it up just a little bit here. And again, any requests are welcome. It could still be Tanzanite request. I'm not saying that, sorry, you can't request any more Tanzanites. We have to work with what we have left, so we can always do our best to show you what we might have. But again, this is here. You are not going to be upset at this piece. It is still comfortable to wear. Don't be like, oh, it's a larger center stone. It's going to roll on my finger. It is not. It is not like a, I would say, if it was a 30-carat stone, there would be a higher chance of it, you know, rolling on your hand. But, you know, being a 1668, you know, this is still a good size to wear. You're worried about, you know, it won't look good on my hand. I have small hands. I have small hands. It looks fine on me. It'll look fine on you. This is, again, what it looks like on my hand. And it does not roll. See, I can, like, shake my hand. The ring has not moved. Don't want to give everyone motion sickness, so I won't do it again. But you can see there where I shook my hand, and it is still sitting here like this. And the pink diamonds, they are like perfect anchor points too, where, you know, they end right where your fingers meet. So there's no, you know, irritation to your hands, and it's still a perfectly fine and wearable piece. And if you don't have pink diamonds from us either, I mean, this is almost like a 2-in-1, right? I mean, pink diamonds, perfectly matching pear shapes, 20 points each on either side. These are not, you know, insignificant stones. These are not like the stones you would probably see in like a halo, right? Those stones tend to be a little bit smaller. These are still sizable stones. You will still see it and appreciate it. And I mean, just red flashes. I love how the pink diamonds almost work in a way with the red flashes together. You know, pinks and reds kind of work together, same color family. But again, this one is here, $79.99. Last call on this one. We have like 2 hours and 2 minutes left with this piece before I gotta, you know, hand it over. And they're gonna pack it up, you know, take it with them on their little road trip to Tucson. So let me know on this one. This is a fabulous Asher-cut. And again, blue sapphire necklace. I did flash that. It is in platinum. I know there's a lot going on in that bracelet or necklace, so let me know on that. And again, peridot earrings in the octagon cut, the stop sign cut. So much more. I've got other diamond earrings as well. Indicolite is here, and again, Robert T in California. If you happen to be watching today, please let me know. I have a pot parasha for you. And also Paraiba. Paraiba was here for $59.99, a carat 33 center stone. You know, single halo, but plenty of gold weight on that piece that we had today. So let me know. And moving along, we do have Indicolite. And that is going to be also brand new today. So a lot to get to. I'm actually glad that I got through pretty much everything I wanted to my first hour. So I know it doesn't feel like it was a lot, but still got so much more to get to. I probably won't be able to get through everything, but we'll do our best. And thank you so much for joining me. My name is Joyce, and had a fabulous first hour here. A lot of, high-end pieces, but really want to give you guys ample time to think about pieces like this because, with every single major trade show, whether it's Tucson or Vegas or Hong Kong, there are vendors who will always reach out to us and be like, hey, we know you got the good stuff and we want it too, just personally, not even to sell. They are also collectors. They also want, part of the good stuff. So, we get requests for that as well. So again, this is truly last call. I'm only borrowing it for, I guess, for the next 2 hours. So if you decide to pick it up, that's one less piece for them to bring to Tucson, right? So let me know. And any requests you might have, whether it's from the past couple of days or weeks or months or years, just let us know with an item number and then we can check on that for you, but still so much to get to, so let us get right back into it. And take a look one more time at our Asher Cuts Bluing Block D Tanzanite. And really what I can say is I really feel bad for the people who have, not yet discovered us, who have not yet discovered TVON, and maybe a couple weeks from now, they'll be watching, they'll just find our show. They'll be watching, maybe today's show, and they'll be like, oh, that 1668 Asher Cut Bluing Block D Tanzanite with 40 points of natural pink diamond ring was $26,999. Do you still have that piece? I'll be like, sorry. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, no problem. Bluing Block D Tanzanites, do you have anything? And then we'll be like, sorry, ran out of those. No longer here. They were here once upon a time, but they're all gone, right? So the fact that you have us, the fact that you know about us, and that you have the opportunity to get these pieces, to get this spectacular Tanzanite stone, I mean, that is just, good for you, right? You have the opportunity, and I wish everyone in the entire world knew about Bluing Block D Tanzanites, because then everyone would be happy and I'll be happy for them. But the fact that there are people out there who would probably love to have Bluing Block D Tanzanites but don't know about us yet, those are the people who I feel for. So let me know on this one if you want to take another look at the Emerald Cut 2. I again have it on the side ready to go. So if you want to see it again on the hand, whatever, just let me know. But this one is here for the time being. Trapiche Emerald also still here. I have a golden pearl pendant. But it has an enhancer bail, which we don't see a lot of, which is really nice to have. So pendants are coming up as well. I also have a single pair of hoop earrings in the yellow gold. So if you want to see those, I do have a single pair as well. Also, our current largest Russian demontoids. Oh, and which reminds me, I will be keeping in touch with our representatives who are going to go out to Tucson. So if you by chance have a stone in mind that you do not have yet in your collection, but you're like, maybe TVON can help me out with that, just let me know. Call us, email us, however you can to reach us, and just tell us about, what stones, again, the more specific you are, the more helpful it is. Just give us a stone name, a carat weight, your ideal price range. Again, we can't guarantee it, but we'll do our best to help you out. And I already have a whole list, compiled. And, we can always add to that. If you're like, oh, I don't know yet, I need to look at my collection, I can't tell you until maybe like Monday or Tuesday, that's fine. I will just text it right on over to them. They'll keep an eye out. If there's any updates, we'll let you know. But again, anything, just doing our best to help you out there. If you're missing anything from your collection, again, I have also, a couple of stones that I've been thinking about that, we probably, can try, bring it here. Maybe we never had it before, right? So just let us know. Again, we'll do our best. And, if it's a good quality stone, but the price isn't right, then, we're not going to do that, right? So again, it doesn't have to be, for us, it's quality has to be here and the price also has to be there. So we're not going to get you, a perfect Paraiba, but it's going to be like $30,000 for like a 1 carat stone. Like, we're not going to do that, right? I mean, I'm sure there are people out there doing that, but we are not going to do that to you guys. So just rest assured and let me know. So call me on this one, call me on the emerald cut. You can probably see that I tend to favor this one. But, the emerald cut is also still here. And we also have the Indicolite that I mentioned. Also, blue zircon is here as well. I think it might be the largest blue zircon we have currently. So, which reminds me, if you, it doesn't have to be a brand new stone that you tell us about. It could be like, I really want like the largest ever, like a 20 carat blue zircon. We can still, see what's out there, right? It doesn't have to be a brand new stone. Could be, diamond. If you want a yellow diamond that is like 5 carats, like I don't think we've ever had a 5 carat yellow diamond before, right? We could go out and see what's out there. If you really want one, we can always, see what's out there, right? So let me know on this one. And we'll be moving right along to this fabulous piece right here. This is going to be 1122847. This is going to be our Indicolite tourmaline in the bridge here. Get it a little bit cleaned up. I was a little bit excited about this piece before the show started. This is our 433 emerald cut Indicolite tourmaline. And it also has a carat 11 exactly of diamonds in your fabulous bridge mounting. Now, I love these bridge mountings solely for the fact that, that halo around the center stone is just, those larger diamonds, I love that. And then you still got, diamonds going down the band and through the bridge, but, they are a bit smaller. They are pave set, and I think it's just a great way to emphasize the depth of a ring like this, because, this is not a regular old band. There are layers to a design like this. And we really want to show off those layers here. So this here, Indicolite tourmaline, $69.99 was where it was at. And also just wanted to show you, Indicolites tend to have a little bit more of the bluish tone. And I actually do have a green tourmaline pair of earrings just to show here as a comparison. So you can kind of see the subtle differences in the two stones here. You can see how this is more of that, true green color, and how the Indicolite on the wheel right now has that blue touch to it, which these earrings are also here if you want to see them up for a full presentation. But this here, Indicolite, $69.99, not going to be. Tourmalines are yet another stone, which, supposed to be included, but, in a case like this, inclusions are supposedly not included. And this was a piece that was supposed to be even $29.99, which I was like, okay, that's great, right? It's better than $69.99. But $29.99, we are not done yet. This is what it looks like from the side. So again, that is our bridge mounting. If you're new to us, that is what the bridge looks like. You can see how just beautifully this piece is designed. You have your outside 2 bands, going to the center halo, holding up the center halo, which also has your center stone in it to allow for the double row of diamonds to go underneath the entire piece, and to the back side as well. I mean, it's just overall, it's so simple, yet it's so effective. It still allows you to have over a carat of diamonds without making it seem, overdone. And white, yellow, or rose gold, the option is open to you. For this one, I would try to keep it, the color's pure, so I would keep it in the white gold. But again, the option is there. You have your, choice to change it if you would like to. And this is not going to be $29.99. If you would like this ring here today, we'll do it for $2,699 to the very first caller on this one. Take a look at it on the hand. This is almost not quite my size. So this is what it looks like. I mean, it's just a fabulous piece. That's what it looks like from the side as well, not high off the hand either. And you can see my finger changing color, so I'll be taking this ring off soon. So here we have it, our Indicolite for $26.99. I mean, it's just such a fabulous stone, this one is. So let me know on this one. Again, I also have a pair of true green tourmaline earrings. So again, these are the earrings. I know they're in the rose gold. If you want to change them, you can too, but this is just a very interesting combination that I have here. And let me know on this ring right here. Imperial topaz necklace with a $349 pear-shaped center stone. Don't know if anyone might be interested in that one. Let me actually just flash it quickly. It is a rather impressive piece and comes with a chain. So this is just a quick little flash on the hand here. This is our Imperial Topaz necklace. Now the chain is removable. If you're not fond of the chain, no problem, we'll still send it to you. But if you are interested in, you know, this entire piece, it is here. So just a quick little flash, but let me know on this one. And let's go back up close to our little ring right there. It's not really a little ring, but you know what I'm saying. Peridot earrings are still here for some reason, somehow. And what else? Again, I flashed a rather designer blue sapphire necklace. If you want to see that, that is here too. And let me see here, demontoid. We've had this for a while now and gave it a little bit of a break. So if you're interested in seeing our current largest demontoid, Russian demontoid, this is it. So again, this is our carat 97, if you're interested in that. And also Alexandrite. I was actually quite surprised by the price on this ring. I thought surely it must be, you know, missing a number, or, you know, one of the numbers is not written properly. But next up, I do have a floral style Alexandrite ring, which is this one right here. Now it's kind of funny because in person, these stones definitely read more as a blue-green, and yet here on the wheel, they have somehow transformed into a bluish purple. This is 1120165. I'll have to hold it. But you can see here where you can almost see all three colors showing up in your center stones here. Definitely from here, the blues and the purples are more prominent, but when you see it in person under a different, not so mixed lighting source, you will see more of the blue greens, which I love that color. It's so saturated. Here it's almost trying to color change. It's a little bit confused. It doesn't know what to do. But here you have 42 points total weight of your round color change Alexandrites. And yes, 100% color change, as is very much evident here. I mean, the entire stone is basically trying to change color. And you have a carat 12 of your diamonds set into this beautiful double floral design. It's almost like a floral bypass style. Supposed to be $49.99. I mean, we could easily take apart the flowers, make two separate flower rings or even earrings, and probably charge you $49.99 for one, but we are not going to do that, and not for the entire ring here today. I mean, from the side, you can see a little bit more of the green coming through, which is great. I mean, that is, again, more of the true, you know, the color that I was able to see in person. And we do have more Tanzanite, so I guess they're taking apart the box that they're going to take to Tucson. But we have a pair of Tanzanite earrings coming up next. Can I ask for whom? For Debbie. All right, we have Tanzanite earrings coming up next. But let's get this one down to the final price. Not going to be $19.99 or even $1,799 on this one here today. True to size on this one. I just love this design. Even though it's, you know, two flowers stacked on top of each other, it is still comfortable to wear. I could imagine you, stacking this with any of the wonder rings you probably have. I think that'd be a very interesting look. And we're going to do this very first caller, $1,499 for a ring. I almost said a pair of rings, but this is one single ring with two perfectly matching Alexandrites. This is what it looks like on the hand. I mean, there's something about the color of these Alexandrites. It just makes me instantly fall in love with these stones. It's just that super saturated blue-green color. And now that I've seen it on the screen with the color that it's trying to change, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's even better on the screen. So $14.99 on this one, let me know. And that's also what it looks like from the side. So you can kind of see how the flowers are elevated. So I can see where you can try to probably squeeze in some wonder rings. The pink ones, the yellow diamond ones, even the demontoid ones, I don't remember any other ones we've probably done. But, I mean, you can really mix it up with a piece like this. If you already have, another flowering, or if you maybe have, once upon a time we had like a bee ring, and I'm thinking it could be very, thematic. You can always play around with your pieces. So $14.99 on this one, let me know, going back up close. And I mean, there's just something about these Alexandrites that make me fall in love with it. And next up we have a pair of Tanzanite earrings as a request for Debbie. So they will be coming up in a moment. Thank you for the request. If you have any requests as well, let me know. This is going to be actually our fancy cut Tanzanites coming up next. We had one pair once upon a time, went out the door very quickly. Those were my absolute favorite pair. And I think this one might be, second place. Well, now it has to be first place because my favorite did go out the door. So there's something about the trillion shapes and the way that they're set that really creates a lovely, elongated look in your ear. And these that are coming up next definitely do match that I'm talking about. So these will be coming up next. Let me know on this Alexandrite floral ring. I mean, these stones are just gorgeous. Let me know. And coming up next, we have a pair of Tanzanite earrings, which I have been, online shopping, window shopping the past couple of days, and it's been a whole journey. Me, like even last year, never would have called me a shopper, but here I am now every single day looking at, online stores, every other store, seeing what they have. And this here is 1122791. This is here by request. And I have been very upset with earrings lately, not here, but like at the stores that I see, because, well, first of all, their quality is like barely passable. I know I've been spoiled rotten by TVON. I see SI diamonds and I'm like, ew. I see I3 diamonds and I'm like, oh my gosh, close the tab. But then I see earrings and then I see the price and I'm like, you know what? I compare it to what we would sell it for and I'm like, you know what? That makes sense, right? And then I tap on the little item in their online store and then they say earrings are sold separately. So suddenly the price that we would typically charge for something very similar to them is ×2. And I'm like, never mind, no thank you, goodbye. This year, Tanzanite earrings, $14,999 was the price for the entire pair. Luckily, we're not doing that price for just one single earring. Yes. This one? Of course. I will try it on, of course, no problem. I'll do my best to try it on. Again, my second piercings have been healing a little bit better, but they have been giving me some grief every so often. But these earrings are not going to be, $14,999, which, considering the fancy cuts, these are not like the typical, rounds, trillions, heart shapes. These are a fancier trillion cut style. This is what they look like on the ear. So, I mean, there's just something about this cut. I just absolutely love it. It doesn't look chunky. It doesn't look weird. It flows elegantly and so gracefully, down your ear. And you got your, single round bezel set stone, between your lever back and your Tanzanite. I mean, that is just a fabulous look for a pair of Tanzanite earrings that look like this. And we are not done discounting yet. Again, this is one of those stones where, again, designs even, hair up or hair down, it works fine, it works well. Wear it every single day if you want to. It doesn't have to be for that fancy event, for the fancy dinner. Wear it with jeans. It could work, right? That's been our thing here on Fridays. I mean, we have these earrings that look like, they would look great in like a, I don't know, bright red dress or something, but wear it with like a regular t-shirt with jeans and you'll still look fabulous. And they are not going to be $14,999. Take a look at them up close one more time. And for Debbie, we're going to do them for $5,999 for this one fabulous pair of bluing block D fancy cut Tanzanite earrings. I mean, I wish we brought out the fancy cuts, sooner in, the bluing block D rush here, but, they're here at the end for a reason, right? Once everyone has the regular cuts, the rounds, the ovals, the cushions, square cushions, emerald cuts. Thank you very much. I mean, fancy cuts, who would have thought? Really expand your collection in a way that you would have never expected. And I mean, these are just a fabulous pair of earrings. So thank you very much on those. And I just have to recap this one more time because I do not know how this one is still here, but this is our ring. Asher cut. I know it's not a fancy cut, but it's pretty, fancily dressed up with, our pink diamonds on either side there. I'm just turning it really quickly here, and there are still red flashes just like here and there, like a fireworks from the stone. I mean, and I'm turning it very fast right now, but just showing you how the red flashes are there. It's not like, oh, that one perfect angle you can see, wow, look guys, there's a red flash. It's like, nope, no matter how you look at the stone, it's going to have red flashes no matter how you're looking at it. So let me know on this one. Again, I can't believe it's still here. Again, it is here on, borrowed time. So once the show ends, they're like, give it back to us. We're taking it to Tucson. So let me know on this and on anything else you've seen so far. Again, Paraiba, that one is still here somehow. I don't know if anyone's asked about it, but it is a fabulous piece. And anything else, it doesn't have to be, a Tanzanite request, whatever you are requesting, we will see if we have it, we'll bring it out. Speaking of pink diamonds though, I do have a pink diamond necklace. So if you are interested in that, I do have that as well. Comes with a chain, so you don't have to worry about a chain. Tanzanites, if you are looking for a unheated Tanzanite by chance, I do have one here. It is in the bridge mounting. It is one of the more simple bridge mountings. So, I mean, you can kind of see the difference here, right? So this is our bluing block D Tanzanites. And this one right here is that unheated variety. This is 1122578. I had one not too long ago that was of a deeper color, but you can see how this one, it still has a lot of those, it has a lot of different colors, right? Typically you see it and it's like, a lighter lavender color, which is nice. You can see some of that icy, almost like cornflower blues coming through. And then this one, it also has a dash of a teal color at the north and south side of the oval shape itself. This is a 426 center stone. This is our unheated Tanzanite. Still a fabulous stone. I mean, it reminds me of a Tanzanite if it were, mixed with that pink diaspore kind of color. And it could also be like an iolite color, but you can see here where there are definitely a multitude of different colors in this one single stone. And you get to have all of it right there in front of you. This also has 75 points of your diamonds, that double row going through and underneath the center stone right here. $79.99 is where it started. And I mean, bicolor, tricolor, who knows at this point, right? I mean, there is so much happening inside of this stone. It's like, you definitely see the purples. That's like the primary base color of the stone. And then you see like this bright, icy blue flash throughout the stone. And then at certain angles, you can really see this teal, like a brief introduction of a green color, like a teal color coming through on several points of the stone. And it's just such a unique stone. I mean, we have a couple of these unheated Tanzanites in the back there, but then I see something like this and I'm just like, is this part of that same stone family? Because it looks so different, but in a good way. And this is also what it looks like from the side, currently in the white gold. We'll get that cleaned up for you, but it is not going to be $79.99. And here from the back side, you can see where I mean by it has some of that green, like a dash of green, but it doesn't, you know, mix in with the other colors and makes it look, you know, icky in a way. It mixes in beautifully where, you know, you can still differentiate where the different colors are. Actually, almost reminds me of the Alexandrite ring that we just had not too long ago with the florals. Definitely different in terms of color saturation, but in terms of having, you know, the blues, the purples, the greens, this is kind of like this Tanzanite, you know, kind of just glanced at the Alexandrite. I was like, you know what, we'll copy you for a little bit. But this is not going to be $79.99 or even $29.99. A brand new discount today. If you would like it, we'll do it for $2,699. Change the gold color if you want to. We'll still do it for you. Again, for a stone that has this many colors as it does, I would probably keep it in the white gold. But again, if you want to change it, yellow gold or rose gold, the option is there for you. And this is what it looks like on the hand as well. I mean, it's just a beautifully unique stone. I mean, unheated Tanzanite, if you tell me, you know, that word, unheated Tanzanite, I would think about, you know, some of the deeper colored stones that we have in the back, which if you want to see, just let me know. But something like this is like, it's uniquely different in a way. It's still, you know, the same unheated Tanzanite, but it's a little bit different, right? So $26.99 on this one. This is also what it looks like from the side. So again, a take on the bridge mounting, not like the bridge that the Indicolite was in, but still a beautifully, I would say, rather modern take on the bridge style. You know, introducing the gold presence more definitely helps. And, you know, the piece is definitely dressed up nice enough to the point where there are still diamonds, but it's not overwhelming the entire piece. So call me on this one. I think it's a beautiful stone. You know, see it for yourself in person. And $26.99 gets it home to you. So call me on this one. Let me actually flip it around, see if we see any more colors here. Let me see, so now on the left side, you can see more of the icy blue and slight green touch there. So, I mean, not saying that this is an asymmetric stone in terms of like the cut, but in terms of the color, right? You can like flip it around, wear it the other way in your hand and see what other colors you may be able to explore and see. And are we thinking of stone color names now? Yeah, Linda, I can see why you could be on the fence about, you know, unheated Tanzanites. When we're so used to the, you know, bluing block D Tanzanites and you see something like this, it's kind of like, I'd rather have, you know, bluing block D Tanzanites, but, you know, I was, you know, same boat as you, Linda, but, you know, once I see these stones more and, you know, I have the privilege to see these stones, you know, see it in person, you know, try it on, you know, I like to get more open to it because, you know, they look so different. If it looked like the exact same as like the bluing black Tanzanite, that'd be like, okay, nah. But if it looks different like this, I mean, maybe it's just me because, you know, I love opals and, you know, stones like this, they have, you know, secondary colors, tertiary colors to it. Like, there's just something about it that really draws me into it. Every single stone is unique in that way. So I think that part of, you know, this unheated Tanzanite collection kind of like drew me into it because, you know, because of the different colors I can, you know, see. So let me know on this one, $26.99. And Indicolite also here for $26.99. So if you want to see either or next to each other, let me know. Alexandrite floral ring is still here for $14.99 on that one. Paraiba also still hanging out. I don't think anyone's asked about that. So even though I probably can't get the Paraiba in the saddle ring for myself, maybe this trilliant will have to do because it is rather brilliant. So, and if in case you missed it, let me do a quick little flash on the brilliant trilliant Paraiba. So let me know on that one. And this is the piece that we had in the very first hour. I think I've got my eye on this one now. This is 112-2862. This was our carat 33 private collection Paraiba. And, you know, it's a pretty good stone. I might want it for myself. Don't call on this one. No, you can still call on this one. $59.99 on this one. Change the gold color if you want. We'll still size it for you. It is that wide dome style band, but it tapers nicely into the back side. And I don't think I mentioned this, but again, stones from the back, you can really see if there are any, inclusions, any imperfections. And I mean, I'm standing up here. I got a huge monitor in front of me and I have my glasses on. And I'm not really seeing anything inside of that stone. So, from the front, it's kind of hard to tell because it looks like that. It's just that bright and that neon and that, overwhelming. So, from the back, just to see if there's any imperfections in the stones. I mean, hey, that looks pretty good, right? $59.99, also a pretty good price considering it was supposed to stay at, $79.99, $89.99. It is here for the time being. So let me know on this one. This is also what it looks like on the hand one more time. So again, a lot of gold on this one. But just because we discounted it to $59.99 does not mean that, sorry, you're going to get, a thinner dome style ring, or sorry, got to take away from the dome. What you see is what you get. So, I mean, this is a lot of gold. And you can kind of see as I angle my hand down, you can see where it's reflecting the wheel there, where it's almost like it's not quite like a perfectly round dome. It has a very slight squared off shape to it. So, I mean, overall, a fabulous Paraiba ring. Dare I even say, if you don't yet have one of these stones and you're like, I've been dreaming about owning one, I'd say try it out with this one. If you do not like it, send it back. I'll get it for myself. But this is one of those pieces where you will instantly fall in love with it the moment you open it. You get that box, you open it, sit down, open it. You will see this piece smiling at you. You'll instantly fall in love with it. I guarantee it to you. If you do not fall in love with it, send it back, no problem. I would love to have it back just to, stare at it, thinking about it for myself. So let me know on this one and try it out. I mean, truly, this is one of those stones that you do not want to miss out on. There are other Paraibas out there that, people could easily still be charging you $59.99 for, and it could be like a 33-point stone. It's just like a murky, icky, highly included, stone. I mean, the name is still there, but if it doesn't look like it, why would you want to get it, right? So call me on this one. And lime jello emeralds. Very interesting names, making me a little bit hungry. Let me know on this one. And again, Robert T. in California. If you're watching, I do have a paparasha for you. Gonna hold off on showing it because I know you've been looking for a paparasha. So again, Robert T. in California. Not sure if you are here today, but I do have a paparasha. So call me if you're watching, and call me on this Paraiba, or don't. I'll be glad to still have this, by the end of the show. But again, I mean, just taking a look at it from the backside, I know it's like pieces like this, you are going to wear it on your hand. You're never going to see it like this on your hand, but just taking a look at it, and it's just like, that is a ridiculously clean stone, vibrant stone, neon stone. Even from the backside, if I started with, this ring on the wheel like this, you can already tell that this is going to be a really good stone, and it is. So again, back to the front, even from the side, if I started it like this, you're like, oh, I want to see the front of that stone immediately. And here it is, so bright, so vivid, so neon. There's already words to describe, the color intensity with, neon, but I wish there was a word to describe how clean a stone is. Because, I mean, you say Paraiba, you immediately imagine a stone that is, highly included, probably doesn't look like this, it looks worse than this. But Paraiba doesn't have inclusions in this one. And wow, who is this for? Linda? Does she have a favorite, or? A quartz pendant in about this price range. Well, Linda, lucky for you today. I do have 3, and we're actually going to do all 3 for the exact same price. And this one here, so let me know on this Paraiba, but we just got a trio of gold quartz pendants. Ooh, I do not know which one to start with. Well, I do have 2 pear shapes and an oval, so let us actually start with one of the 2 pear shapes. Now keep in mind that these are all going to be the same price. So here is the first, and if this could stand up, that'd be great. Oh, it does. Okay, that's great. So this one is actually 1122617. And let me actually flash all 3. So here we are. So this one is going to be on the wheel, but let me just grab the other 2, and then we can, show them all together to see if she maybe by chance has a favorite. Then we can do a full presentation on the one that she loves the most. And if not, we can always do a presentation on all 3. But again, I do have the one on the wheel right now. That is one of the options. We've had this one here before. And then let's just take a quick look at my hand here. Here are the 2 other options as well. So aside from the pear shape, we also have the oval, and the oval has a single halo. That is the most traditional design up here. Oval has a single halo, diamonds on the bail, that is our oval. And then on the pear shape on the right, it has a very interesting, I'll have to take a look at that diamond a little bit closer, but it has a diamond in the bail, and that is a rather bright diamond. One single stone, but yet so bright, and it also has a kind of mimicking the shape, the squared off shape of it in the 14K yellow gold on this one. So again, here are some options in addition to the one on the wheel right now. So let me know on which one you might like, Linda. If not, we'll start with the pear shape that is on the wheel. So this one right here is 1122617. This is 1.25 inches from top to bottom on the entire piece. And you can see how this one, it has a bit of an opening between the bar of gold and also the row of diamonds. And this one, $49.99 was the starting price on this. I love how much gold is present in this single quartz. Quartz, golden quartz, I love because, even though they don't have a variety of colors in it, there's still so much going on in terms of the textures, the patterns that, the gold is interacting with the quartz in. And, just looking at this, I imagine like a bright sky with a few clouds here and there, probably during a sunset, right? It reminds me of like watercolor paintings in a way where every single pattern is unique to its own, and it's really open to interpretation as what I see is different from what you might see. And we'll do this one for $18.88 on this one. Has to stay like it is in the yellow gold because every single gold quartz piece you see is custom made. So here, for example, is one of them. This is also what it looks like from the back side. So it's not just a thin film of gold near the surface of the front of the piece. The gold goes throughout the entire stone. And did you see that? When the wheel turned, the entire backside of the piece just went like full gold. And $18.88 on this one. Linda, let me know. This is one of 3 options that we have. This is what it looks like against the hand here. So again, a pretty sizable piece. It is not itty bitty. You can see, compared to my hand there, where it could very well be a rather large and impressive ring. But, we can't just, have all the stones go into rings, right? So pendants it is. And, a lot of these pendants have been going out the door. And again, they're a very special stone. Yet another stone that, I would have never known existed. Brought them to you guys fairly recently, I would say probably last year. And since then, it's been such a popular piece, a popular stone. And it's been, so difficult to keep them here, keep them in stock. I even want to say maybe it was 2 years ago at this point. I don't really remember, but I first saw this and I was like, what, what's going on here, right? So 1888 on this one, and take a look at it against the neckline. So here you have it. Again, I'm just angling it downwards, and you can still see how the light bounces off of the gold.
Linda wants to see the other two. She's not as interested in that one.
Of course, no problem. So this one is open to whoever else is interested. Linda would like to see the other two, which is no problem. So let us go back up close on this one. This one, again, is open to whoever would like to grab it. Linda says, no, thank you. I will take a look at the other two, which is also no problem. And does she have a preference of the two, which one she wants to see first, or not really? Nope. All right, no problem. We will actually just continue with the pear-shaped designs then. And this one actually has a princess cut diamond in it. So that is very unique, very special. So this one is open to whoever would like to grab it. Again, Linda is saying no thank you on this one, which is no problem. And we will move on to 1122616. And this one here is going to be our gold quartz pendant with a princess cut diamond in the bail. Now keep in mind this one has a slightly smaller bail. This one actually has the smallest bail of the three. This one is our 1270 pear shape golden quartz center stone. I feel kind of ridiculous calling it a center stone, but here it is. And again, even here, it's like, it kind of reminds me of, it could be like a mountain range where there's like the sun is setting and there's probably some fog in the distance or something. Or it could also be like an ocean, right? I mean, really up to you what you think of. It could also be a tree. I'm thinking of, it could also be a close-up on a tree, with the leaves and, the trees in the shadows, but you can see the patterns of the leaves through the backside where there's sunlight, and I probably sound crazy right now talking about trees. But, oh, thank you, G, that's good to know. So it's been about a year and a half. Okay, that's good. So it's been a little bit over a year since we brought this here. So since then, still been very popular. This one is here, $59.99 was, and $19.99 it should be. But I said, you know what? We brought these three out. We'll just do it same price, $18.88 on this one as well. So let me know, Linda, if you would like to grab this one instead. This is what it looks like from the back side. Again, still same. The gold is reflected through in the back side of this piece. It is all natural gold. You can kind of see here again the bail too. I mean, I'm holding it by the diamond right now, so you can see you're still getting that diamond. Don't worry, I'm just covering it up. But you have your single princess cut diamond set there, bezel set, and you got that similar kind of squared off gold shape, mimicking the princess cut there. $18.88 on this one, and this is option number 2 for Linda. So this is what it looks like against the hand here. So, I mean, also a fabulous piece. I love how, even from here, you can see I'm just moving the pendant ever so slightly, and you can see where the light is just dancing off of the gold. And I can try to get it onto the quartz itself, but there's just so much gold in this piece. So like right there, you can still see the quartz has its own level of reflectivity, but compared to the actual gold itself, it's very different. And that's also part of, a point of interest in this stone, for me at least, right? It's very different, but in a unique way. And $18.88 on this one. This is also what it looks like against the neckline. So again, still a rather impressive piece. This is what it looks like against, one solid fabric. And as I angle it downward still, it's still reflecting. You can probably see all the bags on the table through the gold there. And again, $18.88 on this one. I love how, almost in a way, icy cold that the golden quartz, the quartz itself looks, and then contrasted with the warmth of the 24 karat gold there in the quartz itself. So again, a fabulous piece. Love the princess cut diamond in the bail there, and a unique design, very subtle, but still very, effective. And $18.88 on this one. Let us go back up close, and then we'll get to the oval there. And Tim, let me know if you have any questions. been on the line for quite a while. So here we have it. This is the one that I just showed. And last but not least, we also have an oval. Now, out of the three, the oval has the most, I would say, traditional style design. Single halo, diamonds down the bail, and it is coming up. So Linda, let me know if you like this one or whichever one. And you already know the price for the last one we're going to do, but this is it. This is going to be 1122619. This is the last of our gold quartz trio, which again, the first one, Linda's saying not her cup of tea, no problem. If you like it, you the viewer like it, then you can also call in on that one. But this here is our last option. This is our 1212 golden quartz and 32 points of diamonds in this one. Now this one's just got that simple, lovely single halo around your center stone. You don't want your diamonds to be so large because then it would look a little bit funky. I'm a designer. I get to work with these pieces. Just imagining the center stone with a large diamond halo would look a little bit weird. So the fact that, you have the stones that are like this right now works well. $59.99, this one started at, no longer going to be. We'll just do it same price, $18.88 on this one as well. Again, 1212 center stone, 32 points of your diamonds. Again, a lot of the gold coming through there, and you can see here where once the light hits the gold, it's almost like the light itself has been amplified. In a way, this could almost be like a signet ring, which if you know, highly reflective considering it is all gold. And just look at how reflective it is. You might have to worry about potentially blinding some people as you are outside, but you look fabulous doing it. And again, simple halo, simple diamonds on the bail. A lot of gold on the backside too. Even from here, it's like, now from here I'm almost thinking of, I'm looking at a map and the map is entirely made out of gold. So again, totally up to you and what you see in these pieces, but look at what it looks like against the hand here. And this here is the last of our trio, and we have a request from Sheila. Good evening, Sheila. Do we have any Alexandrite rings with stones larger than 75 points and aren't pear-shaped? We will check for you on that as soon as we are able to. I actually was looking at a pear shape today, but if a pear shape is not what you're looking for, I am sure we have something in the back that would be perfect for you, so we will check on you for that. Thank you for the request, Sheila. And again, this is our oval. You can see how, the diamonds are not huge in the halo, but they still work well. They still shimmer brightly. They're still there. You can still see them. And take a look at what it looks like against the neckline. Yes. No problem at all, Linda. Think about it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have a favorite, let me know so I can set it aside. And here, even still, the gold is so reflective. I'm just wondering too, I'm gonna step forward a little bit. If you can see my hand, you can see my hand here. I'm waving my hand in front of the table right now. You can see my hand reflected in the gold quartz. That's really cool. So let me know on this one. Let's go back up close. Yes.
Just say hi to Estella.
Estella, hello. Is she new? Oh, hello, Estella. Hello. Welcome to TVON, brand new shopper. Welcome to TVON. And welcome to all of our new viewers, new shoppers as well. Always glad to have you here. Perfect timing too, in case you want to pick up a Tanzanite. We are running out. Again, I said this before, but if you are new to us, perfect time. Tanzanites, blue ink block D Tanzanites. Only we have it, and unfortunately, what we have a lot of it has gone out at this point, which is good for you guys, but for the people who are just joining us, you are right on time. Grab what you can. I had the Asher cut earlier with the pink diamonds, which great way to go about with a blue ink block D Tanzanite ring. And Andy, can we go and see if we have a Alexandrite ring for Sheila? She's looking for any stones larger than 75 points that are not pear-shaped. So we will see on that. I do know that we have a Alexandrite ring that is an oval. I believe it's an oval. And I believe it's GIA certified. got that very nice, vibrant, bright green color to it. So our golden quartz are here for now. The requester needs some time to think about it, which is no problem. In the meantime, we're looking in the back for a potential Alexandrite for Sheila. And speaking of Alexandrites, I do have a pair of earrings with Alexandrites. Not sure if anyone out there would like them because they are quite unique. Well, first of all, we got two perfectly matching stones, but let's just take a look at them really quickly on the hand. These are here for just a quick little flash. These are our Alexandrite earrings. As you can see, there is, a lot going on in terms of the diamonds and the stones itself too. They are not itty bitty. So just letting everyone know that this is here. Also flashed earlier an imperial topaz necklace and also a very rather high-end designer blue sapphire necklace. So if anyone is interested in seeing any of those pieces, let me know. So again, this is just here for a quick little flash. And let us go back to our golden quartz. Here we have a Fawn diamond. It is an emerald cut, which we do not get to see emerald cuts that often at all. So let us move the golden quartz aside. Thank you for looking at it with me. And here we have a Fawn diamond, emerald cut, VS, only got this one. This is 1121790. Now it does say here that it has to stay in the yellow gold. However, I will talk to the jewelers, or whichever jewelers are left, as I think a few of them might be also going on that trip. But if you're okay with waiting, we will do this in either white gold or rose gold. If you're okay with waiting now, the wait time can be a little bit extended just because of, the trade show that is coming up. Everyone is going there. I'll still be here. So again, your wait times for some of your orders might be prolonged. So thank you for your patience beforehand. And this here is our 1 carat exactly emerald cut, specifically stated VS Fawn diamond. I mean, emerald cuts, if there were, inclusions in this stone, being an emerald cut, you would be able to see it from here. I wouldn't even have to zoom in. You'll be like, right there. I see an inclusion right there. But this one, look as close as you can, and I'm standing right here in front of the screen. I cannot see anything. If you can see something, let me know. But this is a ring that was supposed to be $6,999. No longer going to be. This is still a 1 carat exact stone. This is what it looks like from the side. Again, yet another TVON exclusive stone. I've only been here at TVON, so anytime I see a TVON exclusive stone, I'm like, listen, this is where it's at. And Sheila, looks like we do have something here. We do have an 82-point oval in that lacy design. So I do have that. I think I actually had this not too long ago, so we'll be bringing out to your request here. And Ginger says that she has this ring is pretty in yellow gold. I agree. This is kind of like a nod to the Stardust design, which you guys all know, round center stone, dome style design, has a lot of these diamonds burnished into the band, different size diamonds, and it's a beautifully elegant piece. This one is kind of like a nod to that, but instead of like a dome design, the band actually concaves inwards towards the center. Still got your diamonds, dotted here and there around both sides of your ring. And this is not going to be $69.99 or even $2,999. If you would like this, I mean, very rarely do we get to see Fawn diamonds that are not, rounds, cushions, pear shapes. Right? I saw this ring at first and I was like reading the bag. I was like, are you sure this is a Fawn diamond? Because I don't think I've seen an emerald cut one before. Maybe I have, maybe I forgot. That's just how few we have. So this is here, and if you would like to grab it, we'll just do it for $2,399 to the very first caller. Again, if you're okay with waiting, the wait time might be a little bit longer just because of the huge event that is coming up. We will still offer to change the gold color for you. If you're not a fan of the yellow gold, if you want, the white gold or the rose gold, we will still do it for you, no problem. Just let us know. Gotta be okay with, a little bit longer of a wait time, but we'll still do it for you. And this ring is here, $23.99. It is overall a fabulous stone, as still bright. Even though it's emerald cut, not like the brilliant cut rounds, it is still a bright piece. And $23.99 gets it home to you. This is what it looks like on the hand. So again, a lot of gold present still, which is part of the reason why I love this piece. And you can still see that beautiful 1 carat exactly VS Fawn diamond sitting in the center of it all. And again, $23.99 on this one. You can see what it looks like from the side, even though even the bracelet is coming in for a look. And call me on this one. So $23.99. And back up close we go. Here it is. And next up, we have a request for Sheila. So thank you so much for your patience. We do have an oval that is coming up. And it's got that rather detailed lace-like design. And any other questions too? Again, we are nearing our last hour, which means the Tanzanites will have to go. If they don't go to you, then they'll go to Tucson. So let me know on that. And here, Fawn Diamond, call me. Next up, we do have this here by request. This is 1118620. This is done in that beautiful two-tone gold. Now this one is more of that green base color. We can see there are blues in the stone as well. It's got that beautiful bluish green color to it. And this here, 82 point oval Alexandrite. 79 points of your diamonds here. And you got diamonds single halo around their stone, and also diamonds scattered throughout the design of this piece. I know it looks a little bit overwhelming, on the wheel right now, but this looks the best on the hand. And a ring is a piece that you get in person and you are going to be putting it on your hand, so it all works out. And if you're looking at this design thinking, oh, it's too detailed, too intricate, they're probably not going to size it for me, we will still size it for you. Even in a case like this, if it's not possible to outright size the piece just because of how detailed the design is, we will remake the entire ring in your ring size and gold colors of choice. And we will custom make it just for you, transfer the Alexandrite stone right on over, get it all pretty and finished for you, pack it up, and ship it right out to you. And this, $69.99, not going to be your final price. Hello, Betty. Good evening. And if you like this, Sheila, if not, no problem. We can still go in the back and see. We'll do this one for $1,999. Here by request. And let me take a look here. I mean, throughout the entirety of the piece is just that fabulous detailed design. And the rope texture too continues right up until this solid chunk of gold in the back. I mean, the attention to detail in this design is just immaculate. Take a look at it on the hand. Not my size currently, probably wouldn't recommend it as a pinky ring, but I mean, on the hand is where you are going to be wearing it. And on the hand is where you'll be able to see how the light casts its shadow of the design, and you'll be able to see the details more detailed in a way on the hand. All thanks to, the shadows in a way. So $19.99 on this one. Again, Sheila, if this is not really what you're looking for, you want something more simple, we can go in the back and check again, and we can always see what we might have. But as for this one goes, $19.99 on this one. And let's go back up close. And we can go from there. So let me know on this. And what else? Paraiba still here, which I'm okay with. And unheated Tanzanite, Alexandrite earrings, Trapiche emerald. Very first item of the show is still here. And also got a golden pearl, almost a quartz. We have a golden pearl enhancer pendant. This is a quick little flash of what is coming up. So this is going to be a golden pearl pendant, but it has an enhancer bail. So if you've been one of those few who have been, you know, loving the enhancer bails, we don't typically do them. So we do have one here today, and that is with this piece right here. So this will be coming up. Yet another fabulously detailed piece. And let's go back to the Alexandrite. Take a look at that. And this will be coming up next. And I know this is like the Alexandrite design. It's like, showed to me a couple years ago, I would have been like, it's too much for me. But now it's like, I look at it and it's like, I want to put every single stone into that design. So, I mean, who would have thought, right? But thank you so much for joining me. My name is Joyce. We are into our third hour now. Had a lot of fun so far, still so much more. Still got an entire pile here to get through. So a lot of fun pendants, opals, haven't had one yet. So those are all coming up, and any requests you might have, also welcome. And hello to all of our new viewers and new shoppers. Hello, hello. And yeah, there's still so much to get to. If you have any requests from, let's say, the first hour, the second hour, you want to see another piece again, just say the word. I have everything right here. And we'll be able to bring it out for you. Again, color change diaspora earrings are here. I actually do have a gold quartz ring. It is, I think it's the heaviest. Like size-wise, it's very similar to what we've been showing you guys, but in terms of how much gold is in that piece, I've been wondering like what we've been doing to that stone, and the fact that it is here today, it's like I am so excited to show it to you guys. So stay tuned for that. Also a rather unique black opal with a interesting pattern is also here, and still so much more. So let's get right back into it and take a look at our Alexandrite one more time. And also blue zircon. I do have a 6 carat 18 blue zircon in the bridge mounting. If you've been, you know, on the lookout for one, you already have, you know, a pretty decently sized one, want a larger one. I do have one. So Sheila, let me know what you think about this one. If this one isn't what you're looking for, no problem. We'll go in the back and check again. But this is a rather impressive bright piece. This is 1122816. Now we all know that, you know, the zircon's got that double refraction. In a way, it's almost redundant putting them with diamonds. It could function well as, you know, its own sort of diamond. You know, it's got all of these beautiful, brilliant firework flashes of color. And this is our 618. This is a piece that I would heavily recommend keeping it in the white gold. And this has a carat 67 of diamonds. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I don't know if it's because I haven't, you know, adequately memorized all of the carat weights of all of our, you know, bridge mountings, signature mountings, etc. But a carat 67, I'd like to think that most of that diamond weight is centralized around in the single halo surrounding your center stone. That's just how sizable those diamonds are. $79.99 was your price, and it's actually here with a brand new discount. Last time it was here, it was marked down from $39.99 to $3,499, and here it is no longer going to be $34.99. If you like it, if you love it. I mean, this is not a small stone. This is a 618. You'll see it on the hand shortly. We are going to do this one for $2,999. And I mean, just look at how bright and vivid this stone is. Similar to many other stones, I have seen a good number of blue zircons, especially, where the cut is just ever so slightly off. There is going to be a huge window on the inside of the stone, in the center of the stone, but this one here, there's nothing. No window, it's just pure, bright blue, Cambodian presentation, starlight blue zircon. This is what it looks like from the side. Again, this is one of those stones where I've had a stone before where it has a little bit of a green color to it, which no problem with that. But if you're looking for a stone that just has that pure blue, bright blue color, this one has it all. And $29.99 is going to be your price on this one. Take a look at it on the hand. I mean, just look at it. It's like, in a way, it's like a diamond. I mean, there's no blue diamonds that look like this, but I mean, this, you look at how, you know, bright and brilliant it is, and it could very well be, you know, its own little diamond in a way. So $29.99 on this one. And take a look at it from the side here. Again, a lot of bridge mountings today. Get to visit a lot of, you know, wide variety of bridge styles, even though most of them might visually look similar. You know, we do have differently sized bridges and to accommodate for the different size stones. So this being one of them, $29.99 for a rather impressive 6 carat plus blue zircon on this one. And let's take another look at it up close and personal here. And let me know if you would like to pick this one up. Golden pearl is coming up next, and also this interesting tourmaline piece. Today we already had, you know, Indicolites. We also had Paraiba, but this is a interesting floral piece. It's been here a couple of times. Not sure if anyone likes it, but this is just a quick little flash on this one too. This functions as a pendant and also as a pin. So I'm actually holding it by the hidden bail right now. So again, these are both tourmalines. I know the other one looks like a diaspore, but that is also a tourmaline. It is a fabulous piece in 18K yellow gold. So again, just letting you guys know that this piece is out there. If you like it, want to see all the information up there, just let me know. But again, just a quick little flash. And let's go back to our, almost said diaspore, our blue zircon here, $29.99 on that one. I don't know if there are any guys watching right now. I do have a Windsor Sapphire unheated stone. Windsor Sapphires fall into the same category for me as gold quartz and also opals because, you know, I look at the stones and I can imagine probably like landscapes or, you know, like this one. This is one where I looked at it and I immediately thought of, first of all, a sunset, and then the bright, vivid blues and purples you see at the bottom half there, that could be like a mountain range. That's what I'm thinking. This is 1120707. I mean, that bright strawberry pinky red color in the body of the Windsor, that is also a color that I've been loving. I know they come in, you know, a variety of different color combinations. We've had ones that are, you know, the more yellowy base color and it has, you know, the green patterns on it. But this one, so different in terms of color, but yet still part of that same Windsor Sapphire family. This is our 204 emerald cut center stone. And I mean, I just love how, you know, you look at it from different angles too, and it could very well give you different perspectives. Like there, it's like, what's going on there, right? But this also has 51 points of your diamonds in your single halo, diamonds going down the side. And this was $89.99. I mean, this is our gents ring. But just because, you know, it's our gents ring, there's some more gold in it, you know, we're not gonna leave it at $89.99. If there is a guy watching And a guy who does not yet have a Windsor sapphire in a ring, I have one today. It is this one right here. We're going to do it for not even $39.99. Already saved you $5,000, and we'll save you a little bit more. Make this one $3,777 on this fabulous Windsor sapphire gents ring today. And speaking of guys watching, Robert's Tea in California, if you're watching, please let me know. I do have a paparazzi for you in the bridge mounting. Again, Robert T in California. If you're watching, I do have a paparazzi for you. But this one is here, and take a look at it from, the side. You can see the color zoning. From the back side, looks, very similar to the front, but just slightly different. Gents ring, you guys also deserve the comfort of your rings. So of course, this one is going to have an under gallery to it. And take a look at it from the other side as well. It's got that lovely squared off style in the front there. And I mean, from the back side, like right next to my tweezers, do you see where both colors of the Windsors are somehow showing up on two different spots of the back side of the ring? You see your bright, vivid blues on the left side, and then you see those beautiful pinky reds on the right side, which I have never seen a Windsor do that before, but that is certainly a surprise. But this here, again, $37.77 on this one. Take a look at it on the hand. Again, even though it's not my size, really not my size, you can still wear it however you want. It's not asymmetric in terms of the stone cuts, but rather in terms of where the colors are. So if you wanted to wear it with, the blue parts, facing you, facing outwards, it is completely up to you. Again, this is what it looks like from the side. The stone is not high outside of the mounting. It is comfortable to wear, as comfortable as it can be, being not my size. And $37.77 is going to be your price. Now, ladies, a lot of ladies have been known to, fancy this style and also, pick up this design for themselves. So ladies, if you like this piece, I'm also opening it up to you guys, and call me on this one. And what else do we have here? Golden pearl pendant. Another quick little flash on a pair of earrings, actually. These are also pretty designer pair of earrings, Omega Beck style. You'll see what I mean by pretty designer. I'll have to find a way to hold these up together, but I do have this pair of earrings. These are rather intense, and so I think brand new discount on this one too. Brand new discount on this one too. $455 total weight of diamonds. You would expect that to be at least $45.99, but somehow we have gone below that price. So if you are interested in this pair of earrings, let me know, and we will give you a price that is even better than $45.99. And yes, where it looks like it's just mirror finished gold, you do get perfectly cut, perfectly matched tapered baguettes. So that is not just gold. I know it's like the baguettes are working with the gold being highly reflective, but that is diamonds and gold working together. So let me know if you would like to see this one as well. And let's go back to our Windsor here. And color change diaspora earrings. These are going to be a little bit difficult to show because of how the earrings work. But I do have diaspora earrings coming up next. Let me know on this gents Windsor, guys or gals Windsor. And we do have diaspora earrings. Had a lot of the rings go out. Haven't been able to make earrings because these stones are also rather difficult to work with. The cuts might be a little bit different, and they're not going to sit up for me because I bumped it. This is going to be 1118796. I'll do my best to show it. But you can kind of get the gist of it. You know this design. These are the stones here. I love how there's already those pinky oranges coming through in the stone too. That is very unprecedented. But this here looks like they've never been here before. I think I know why. Very difficult to show, but you can kind of see there are two perfectly matching stones. I will try to hold one up as nicely as I can, but of your two center stones combined, you have 941 total weight of your color change diaspores. Let me just grab one, try to hold one so it won't roll around. But you already know this design, and I mean, just look at that stone. And already trying to color change, which I don't think I've seen that before for diaspores. And also diamonds. You have 50 points of your diamonds split between the two. So again, the diamonds are there. They are not anything, you know, a large halo, but they are there to emphasize the design and the shape of your earrings. But I mean, just look at the diaspores there. I mean, you see a lot of those greens, you see a lot of those goldeny base colors, and then you see that pinky orangey color already trying to come through. I surprisingly really like these earrings. And $59.99 is where they started at. I mean, I'm just holding one and I'm already in love with it. So let's see what happens if I hold up the other one so you can see both stones directly up close, and I did not do a good job of holding that one. But I mean, just look at that stone. I'll have to clean it up. $59.99 is not going to be your price here. And even though they've never been here, we are not going to do even $49 or $3,999 for this fabulous pair of perfectly matching stones in your pair of earrings. I mean, two stones, and they still got the same amount of, you know, the golden base color, which, you know, you gotta have in your diaspores. And then you got both stones displaying equal amounts of that green secondary color. Not to mention, both stones are also displaying that flash of pinks and oranges. I mean, these two stones definitely were a match made in heaven for this one pair of earrings, and they are here today. Yellow gold on this one, please. I mean, just look at it from the back side as well. This is how the earring is built. And let me also grab one. Let me actually see if I can grab both of them and show you what they look like together on the hand here, because it's not easy to show up close. So let me see if I can do that here. Give me a moment. And here we kind of have it. I'm going to need a card for this one, but you can kind of see there two perfectly matching stones. Not going to be $39.99 or even $2,999. I mean, these two are perfectly clean stones, perfectly matched. They're just looking different ways, so they may look a little bit different right now. Yellow gold only on this one. I mean, have you ever seen a pair of color change diaspora earrings as impressive as this one? You know, diaspora earrings, we typically see smaller stones, like far smaller stones. We don't see anything that is over 9 carats combined. And here it is, one color only, not going to be $29.99. I will put one back up close. It's going to sit really weirdly. But you can kind of see there where the post is going to be. I will borrow the other one, and instead of $29.99, we're going to do the entire pair, not for just one earring. We're going to do the entire pair for $2,777, and take a look at what they look like against the ear as well. I mean, those stones are sizable. They are huge, but still not unwearable, and they will still dangle and move. What I love about this is that, you know, they are difficult to display, but when you are going to move around every single day, the diaspora and the outside kind of puffy halo they're going to move together yet separately, so that adds to how, flowy the earrings are. When you have a dangle like this, you don't want it to just be one solid unit, and like when you move, it just kind of moves awkwardly or not move at all. Like when you move, humans are attracted to movement, right? So when you move, people will see these earrings and they'll be like, wow, what are in your ears, right? And they'll be like, oh my gosh, dinosaur earrings of that size, never seen them before. And perfectly matching stones to 2777 on this one. Yellow gold only, let me know. Let us go back up close and show them one more time. I know the other one's not sitting very attractively on the wheel, but these are a very attractive pair of earrings, don't get me wrong. I know, right? These stones definitely do look so huge. Screenshot. I know, I probably should have, come better prepared for these earrings, but these are a fabulous pair of earrings, and again, they just do not sit up well. And I know these are large stones as well. Could work as a ring. I mean, let me just show one against the hand. The other one's just going to be sitting there, but I mean, take a look at one of them against the hand again. Those, they could be in rings, but the fact that someone saw these two stones, probably separately, and thought, you know what? I saw another stone that was just like this. Let me put them together and see if they could work in a pair of earrings. And they absolutely do, and they are here for $27.77. Even though supposedly never been here before, they still get the same treatment. They still get that ultimate discounting that you see there from $59.99 all the way down to $27.77. So let me know on this. Let's go back up close. And let me know if you would like to grab these. Again, I know it's not the best way to show these, but this design, the stones are fabulous. And let me find something else to show you in the meantime, and call me on anything you've seen so far. Our Tanzanite's still here, I think. A little bit concerned about that. And next up we do have opal. Opal in a very truly unique pattern. This is the one and the only of its kind that I've seen before. Again, call me on these earrings. If you want me to send you a better picture of these earrings, actually, sitting against the card, let me know. Otherwise, I'll have to go find a card for the earrings, but they are fabulous stones. And this here is a very interesting opal ring. This is 1120186. This is opal, and you can kind of see there where it almost looks like hieroglyphs in the opal. I've actually been looking at it, and I actually see the number 5 on it. And then I think if I flip it around, see, I see the number 5, and then at that certain angle, I know my Chinese is horrible, but I almost see, the number 5 written in Chinese there too. So, I mean, I had to make sure that that was actually how it was written, but, I mean, my speaking and understanding is okay. My typing is also okay, but then when you ask me to write something, it's like a preschooler wrote it. So, but that's just me. I mean, you could see different things probably. First and foremost, though, I am seeing the number 5 there. And then I'm also seeing, the Chinese character for the number 5 potentially. So, I mean, a very interesting opal. I've never seen any other stone that, has a specific pattern like this. This is going to be in that white gold only mounting. 253 center stone. Now, we are actually missing a carat weight up there, because I saw this ring and I was like, okay, 18 points of the baguette white diamonds, makes sense. And then I saw 52 points of the round white diamonds, makes sense. But then I'm like, but there's also princess cuts there, and there's no carat weight. So I guess when the price was originally calculated on this, they totally forgot the princess cut white diamonds, which, by the way, I went to the back, I verified 99 points of princess cut diamonds just missing from the graphics, from the bag, from everything, from the price. So don't worry, you are still getting 99 points of princess cut white diamonds. They're just not calculated into this price, but we're not gonna add it. I mean, what's done is done. The damage is done. We're gonna roll with it. Where this piece started from was $89.99. And again, ignoring almost 1 carat of, princess cut diamonds. These were discounted all the way down to $49.99. Now, if there is one person out there who is an opal collector, again, this is a truly unique opal patterning. I have not seen any other stone that has a pattern, almost a design, that looks quite like this. And I also love how it almost translates into the actual, diamonds itself, with the tapered baguettes on every single corner there, and also, the princess cuts and the rounds. And even the basket that you see peeking through behind or between the two halos, like, it's almost like the entire piece, the stone is just working in unison, perfectly in harmony with the mounting that you see here. And $49.99, not done yet. If you like this one, I know it's a really unique opal. It's still got that, dark blue base color. At certain angles when you look at it, I don't think it'll show up really well on the screen here, but there's almost like this electric blue mist that covers the oval. That does not mean that the oval just turns hazy and you can't really see anything. It's kind of doing it right now, but again, this is not the perfect lighting for the opal to do its thing. But you can see this electric blue like mist just overtake the entire stone. It almost looks like a special effect that you would do like in your computers, right? Like a CG effect. It almost doesn't look real, but it is here. Not going to be $49.99. If you like it, we're going to do it for $2,999. Again, keep in mind, that is ignoring the almost 1 carat of princess cut white diamonds. I mean, you see a larger stone right there, and you see your center stone, but right next to and around the opal, those are all princess cut white diamonds. And like, that's just missing from that price tag. So $29.99 should not be that price, but it is. Honestly, it should probably have stopped at, $59.99, but it is here, $2,999. Let me actually flip it around, see what else we might be able to see in this stone here. So again, electric greens in this opal. And I mean, it's just that blue. I mean, you can kind of see it there, but you really got to see it in person. If you get it and you don't like it, send it back, no problem. But you really just got to see how it's just such a mysterious blue, bright color that just takes over the entire opal. And it is here for $29.99. Take a look at it on the hand. I mean, it is definitely a rather unique piece. Even from here, it looks like writing, right? Yeah, G says, I'm no expert. I'm sure you're an expert. But that opal definitely has the Chinese writing pattern, in my opinion. I mean, definitely. I mean, my writing is really bad, but I could see at least the number 5 in it, and I would give it a 5 out of 5 stars on this opal. So $29.99 on this. I mean, electric greens too. That is the primary color you will be able to see in this stone. And I mean, I move my hand there. Let me see if I can replicate that, but you can kind of see it there. I mean, this is not the ideal lighting, but you really just got to see it in person, see what I'm talking about, and you can kind of, I'm going to try to redo that, but like right there, it's just that intense electric blue that just, comes over the entire stone. I don't even know how the stone is doing that, but it is, and it is just so cool. Haven't seen any other opal that looks like this. And this is also what it looks like from the side for only $29.99 on this one. And I mean, it's just overall a fabulous piece. I mean, that green is just, it almost hurts to look at, but in a good way. So call me on this one, $2,999 on this one. And let me know. Golden pearl coming up as well. Diaspora earrings, I think they are still here. I know that was not the best presentation visually, but they are fabulous earrings if you want them. You know, if you want a picture of them that are, you know, better than how they look like on the wheel, give me a shout. I'll probably take a picture of them, and I'll try to get a picture of the color change, if not today, when I have time. And then we can always bring them back at a later date with, you know, adequately prepared for an earring like that. Windsor is still here. Paraiba for $59.99 is here. I feel like I'm mocking myself now. You know, such a beautiful stone. Paraiba. Yes.
Robert just called in. He says sorry, but he bought a pot Paraiba with him on vacation.
Oh.
Appreciates the effort.
No problem.
Has another request he wants to talk to you about sometime next week. Like you work on.
No problem. So Robert already has a pot parasha. No problem at all. That only means that this pot parasha is now open to everyone. So call me on this opal, and next up is going to be the pot parasha that I've been saving. This is 112-2915. This is again in our bridge style mounting with that pinky orange base color, but definitely has more pinks on the screen right now, which is surprising. In person, you'll be able to see kind of the orangey and the pink color, but here, a lot of the pinks are showing up. So this is actually going to be our carat 33 pear shape pot parasha, and it is mocking me. This is the exact same carat weight as the Paraiba center stone as I had just flashed. I was like, I could have sworn I saw this carat weight before, but this is also a carat 33 pot parasha. And it also has a carat exactly of your diamonds. Change the gold color if you want to. Currently in the white gold, I think a stone like this will look fabulous in any gold color. The rose gold might be a little bit too overwhelming for, you know, this stone. If you want to keep it maximum contrast, keep it in the white gold. If you want to mix it up a little bit, touch into the oranges of the stone, probably yellow gold. If not, probably keep it in the white gold. But this one here, supposed to be $59.99. Unheated stone, did I mention that? That's right, this is a unheated pot parasha. Now there's nothing wrong with heated stones out there, it's just that we like to bring you, you know, the rarities, and this being an unheated stone is definitely one of those rarities here. In fact, I've been, you know, spoiled to the point one time where anytime I would see a heated sapphire, I'd be like, ew. But then I'm like, no, I can't do that. You know, there's nothing wrong with heated stones, but this one being unheated is just that much better. $59.99 started at. $29.99 should have been actually, and they were like, you know what? Pot parashas, wildly popular once upon a time, and today we happen to have this one. But if you would like it, we did something a little bit extra special. And for one caller, if you don't yet have a pot parasha, we've actually gone a period of time without seeing too many of them. But this one is here. We're going to do this one for $2,499 on this fabulous pot parasha. That was truly, I'm glad that they did an extra discount on this one. $24.99, because I would have been happy with $29.99. I mean, when it looks like this, sapphires, you know, also included, sometimes color zoning, right? None of that in this stone. I mean, from what we can see in the back, no color zoning, no inclusions, no nothing. See if we can angle the stone a little bit better. But yeah, there's nothing. No color zoning, no nothing. No inclusions, nothing. Just a perfectly pinky pot parasha for $24.99. This is what it looks like on the hand. And again, you see a lot of diamonds, so even if you switch it to the yellow gold or the rose gold, at most you'll probably see a hint of the gold color coming through. But again, I would recommend keeping it in the white gold. I think yellow gold would also look great. Rose gold, you could try it out. If you don't like it, send it back, no problem. But this one is here, $24.99, Paraiba unheated stone. I think I have to add Paraiba to my list then, my little shopping list for our Tucson people. But yeah, Paraiba's, yellow sapphires, what else? I don't know if anyone would be too interested in like bicolor sapphires, not like the Winzas, but like we do have one that has the teal colors going into like the golden greens in the back if you want to see it. But yeah, we've seen a wide variety of different bicolor sapphires here too. So again, let me know if there's anything you would like for us to, be on the lookout for when we're out there in Tucson. And this one is here, $24.99. And still so much to get to. Again, let me know, Linda, I believe, on the gold quartz pendants. If you need another look at any one of them, let me know. If you have, another one you want to take a look at, we can see if it's available and bring it out. Also, green tourmaline earrings are here. Golden quartz ring. Now, this is one of those pieces where I wish I could somehow visually show you how heavy this center stone is. Let me know on this Paraiba, a great one to add to your collection, especially if you don't have one yet. I guess that is a great visual representation of how heavy the piece is. It just rolled over by itself. This is 112-2949. That is how heavy it is. I am going to need an entire weight to hold down this piece. Like just letting it go, it just immediately rolls off onto its side and then onto the side with the more gold, by the way. This is a really heavy gold quartz ring. The ring heard me. It said, here, I will show you how heavy the gold quartz is. It is doing a great job. Thank you very much. Now please stop. But this here, yellow gold, our center stone. Now, not too long ago, we saw some pendants that were very similar dimension-wise. And those stones were like, what, 12 carats, give or take, right? This one single pear-shaped center stone you see right here by itself is a 2454 center stone. Basically double the weight of the pendants that we just had earlier. And have you ever seen a gold quartz that is more gold than quartz? Because this is the first. And this is, again, the way it just rolled onto its side definitely is a great visual way of just showing you how heavy this quartz is, the gold quartz is. And it's also got 29 points of your yellow diamonds, via stones by the way, surrounding your center stone. And also white diamond halo, 83 points. A great way of, showing off your gold quartz center stone with a fabulous double halo, going from, the golden colors, from the gold into the diamonds, into your white diamonds with the yellow gold. A fabulous transition. And yes, you're looking at it right now, you're like, oh, that's all really dark and I don't know what that is. That is all gold. I'm angling it down right now so you can see. That is all gold. And what I love about this piece too is that, towards the center, you can see more of that brighter gold color because, you can, how do I say this? You can see it because of how the quartz right there is kind of see-through in a way. So you can really see what the gold looks like inside of the quartz. Now this is still a solid surface, as you can see right there. There's not like a huge, horrible, dent in the middle of your piece. But you can see like as I'm moving it, the light is reflecting off of the surface still. So the quartz is still there, but it's just clear in a way where you can still see what the gold looks like inside of the stone. This is a piece that, because of all of that gold, was $12,999. My hand is starting to cramp just holding this ring down. That's how heavy this piece is. Now heavy, not to the point where it's unwearable. But as you can see, as I try to turn it around, you can see the gold just continues and into the backside there. Please do not roll. You can see how the inside of the band is built to the point where you can still wear the ring, not have to worry about, bumping your hand against the quartz, no lotions getting into the quartz or anything. It is built in a beautiful way, almost like the bridge without the diamonds. But $12,999 is not going to be your price, nor is it going to be $99.99. Take a look at it on the hand. I just have to put it on the hand because my other hand needs a break. But I mean, just look at how bright the diamonds are and how shimmery the gold itself is. Like, you see all of that. It's reflecting the wheel right now. That is all gold. Like that little chunk right there where it's like it's not really reflecting anything, that is the quartz. But as far as everything else goes, that is all gold. And we're not going to do it for $99.99. If you like this one, we're going to do it, very first caller, for $4,999. And I don't know the exact, technical terms, but if you wanted to, take the stone and somehow melt it down, I'm not saying that you should, because this is a very unique piece, very unique stone, but I'm just saying, like, this is a piece that has a lot of gold just inside of the stone itself. I mean, you saw, I will put it back down on the wheel one more time. Our other gold quartz pieces, they sit up perfectly fine. And here it is. It's listening to me now. But you can see how when I first put it down, it immediately rolled forward onto the side with more metal weight. That is how you can tell how much heavier it is. And this quartz is just trying to prove me wrong. But it is here. It is here for $49.99. This absolutely fantastic piece, and thank you, ring, for sitting up perfectly fine so I don't have to hold you anymore. But this is it. This is the last of the gold quartz pieces that I have today. Again, I have a few more pieces to get to, or probably get to the golden pearl piece, and I think that will be all. We'll have to do a rather mighty recap wheel complete with Tanzanites, and also Paraibas, and also Indicolites. So keep an eye out for that, and also paparachas. But next up, we do have our golden pearl. Still of that golden variety, but this time with a pearl. Here it is on the hand. This is 1119676. Here you have 18K white gold in your mounting, white gold and yellow gold. 13 millimeter South Sea golden pearl in the center. Probably don't really need to point out where the pearl is. And a carat 29 total weight of all of your diamonds. Yes, those are also yellow diamonds. They are not, some really nice yellow sapphires. Those are yellow diamonds combined with your white diamonds, of course, in this beautifully intricate floral design. Now this does have an enhancer bail, so you can kind of see it right there. I will, of course, show it up close. But this was a piece that was once upon a time $49.99. Again, one of a kind. Once it is gone, it is gone. We had a whole lineup of designer pearl pendants and pieces. And very slowly but surely, a lot of these pieces are going out the door. I'll probably also have to add that to our little list there. Definitely have to add Tahitian black pearls. Make a note for myself to do so. This is not going to be $49.99 or even $1,999 here today for this entire piece. Take a look at it up close, and we'll have to move the gold quartz aside. But this entire pendant, I'll even have to zoom back a little bit actually. You can see the lovely curvature, very so slightly, but there in the petals of the petals. This is going to be 1888, just like that. And, you know, I just love the pearl and diamonds combination where you can see, you know, the pearl is right there, and you can see the diamonds reflecting so beautifully into the pearl. And even so, I would say, you know, the yellow diamonds are pretty close in color to the golden pearl itself, but in the reflection of the pearl, you can still see where those yellow diamonds are. They are still that bright and that vivid. And this entire pendant, again, 1888. I mean, you are also getting an enhancer bail right here. I mean, just take a look at how sizable that bail is, first of all. And also you have that enhancer style right there. So we don't really get to see enhancer bails, but this one does have an additional figure 8 safety clasp right there. So in addition to the clasp by itself, you'll be able to have kind of like a double clasp because of course you do not want to have your pendant, you know, falling off of your chain or however you're wearing it, right? So it has that extra safety right there. You can also see from the backside still how vivid those yellow diamonds are. And that pearl, you know, as bright and as gold as it can be, right? There's no, you know, I can kind of see a little bit of that green iridescence coming through. Sometimes maybe a little bit of a pink, but that might be just my hands. But again, that solid golden pearl. Pearls have a variety of colors, you know, variety of color saturation too. So this being one of the more, I would even say this pearl ventures into the more deep colored golden hue. And it's here, 1888 on this one. Let me actually set it down too so you can see how it will sit. So it's got that beautiful way of, you know, the enhancer bail right there. And then I love how the pearl pendant is done in such a way where it will sit flat on your neckline. It is not just entirely, oh, it has to sit up like, you know, on the same plane as the enhancer bail. You know, that one petal down there, it helps it balance it out, which is a very nice subtle touch to this design. And it is here for 1888. Take a look at it against the neckline here. So a fabulous piece. And I mean, just look at it against the neckline, how lustrous that pearl is and how shimmery those diamonds are. Like, this is just a beautiful piece. Enhancer bail too. That is an upgrade that you probably did not ask for, but it is built into this pendant. So let me know. Let's go up close on this one. And we'll also probably have to bring up our recap wheel. So I believe this one is gone. And let's bring back this Tanzanite that is somehow still here. Again, couple minutes left on this guy. I've been given instructions to any of these Tanzanites, this one or the emerald cut. Right after the show, put them in the box in the office, put the box in the vault. They're gonna get packed up bright and early tomorrow. And that's it, they're going off to Tucson. So if you've been thinking about either of these, this is your last chance. A lot of people come to us with requests, a lot of vendors too. Vendors are also collectors, they know we got the good stuff. I mean, they're in the business, right? So they would obviously know. And so, I mean, these two are the Tanzanites that I like to give everyone one last look at. If they do not come back from Tucson, well, I don't know what to say. I don't think we have any other stones that are left that are even close in terms of, you know, 22 carats for the emerald cuts, but we're going to work with what we have left, and hopefully everyone is already happy with, you know, their Tanzanite collection. And thank you very much, Tina. Thank you so much for your kind words. I do my best. Not exactly trained in this field, but doing my best. And thank you again for your kind words. And again, Tanzanites, gotta call me on these. 2271 is the carat weight on the larger one right here. And this one, Asher cut, 1668. Both are fabulous stones. I tend to lean towards this one because, you know, it's got some pink diamonds here and there. Don't expect to see too many pink diamond accent stones in the future because simply we do not have the stones, and if we do happen to have the stones, we cannot match them perfectly. So, I mean, let me also try on both of them on the hand. So let's go with both of them on the hand right here. So, I mean, this could be like the end to your collection if you were to pick up both of these perhaps. You can kind of see the size difference from the 22 karat to the 16 karat. You know, they're both still wearable. Let me actually take off the emerald cut one for now. And I mean, the astrakha, I know it's not a small stone. My hands are not, you know, large, but it still fits well. It's still comfortable to wear. It's still, you know, I see it on my hand. I'm like, that looks great. It doesn't feel too large. You know, but if you personally prefer smaller rings, that's fine. But I'm also going to say this, even if you do not wear larger stones, I would probably recommend you get at least one larger stone just to at least have in your collection. Like, you could probably sell it further down the line for a way higher price than what you got it for once all the blue wing block D Tanzanites run out, right? You don't necessarily have to wear it, but just to be able to go to sleep every night knowing that you have, you know, this beauty in your collection, I mean, you can sleep well, right? And if you don't have one, like, now is the time to really look into it. I mean, this one truly, it's got all of the red flashes that you would want to have in your Tanzanite, right? I mean, again, I'm not just like holding it right here like, oh, look guys, look, there it is, that one red flash that I keep talking about. Like, even here, red flashes are coming through, even from here. Like, this is not exactly the perfect lighting for it, but still red flashes are coming through. Like, this is also what it looks like from the side, by the way. So again, I know it is a larger stone, but again, it is done in such a way where it is comfortable to wear. True to size on this one, I'm going to shake my hand. Ring did not move. You just saw more red flashes. You did not see the ring, you know, roll over and suddenly see the backside of the band, right? This is an opportunity that you do not want to miss out on. In addition to our viewers, we have, again, vendors who are also collectors. They have heard about blue wing block D. You know, that's it, that's all. They're like, I also want one, please, can I have one? So we're like, sure, we'll just bring a couple stones, a couple of the larger stones, because, you know, collectors, they want the larger stones, we'll bring it to them. If they like it, they'll take it, fine. This is the last you'll see of it, right? So, but now it's like, I have a couple minutes left with you guys, and I don't know if this is going to be here. It can sell right when the show ends. It can sell, you know, a couple minutes after the end of the show. You will never know. It can go to Tucson and never come back ever again, right? So you really got to call in now. Pick it up for yourself right now and call me on either of these Tanzanites. And we'll see if we can bring out a recap wheel, but again, it's really important when you get to see the graphics and how these pieces look like individually on the hand. I mean, this is the emerald cut, the larger stone, the 2271, white gold only on this one. I mean, I just angled my hand upwards like that, and there you see it, double red flash, right? These two stones are fabulous. You know, I mean, I can keep singing praises about these stones, but you know, you gotta add them to your collection. If you're new with us and you're like, what is she talking about? Blue wing block D Tanzanites, TVON exclusive. You know, other places can call it whatever. You know, super deep colored blue, super saturated neon, whatever, right? But they'll never have what we have. And what we have is the absolute best of the best. And this one is here. Both of these are here today, brand new discount. That's how much they want you guys to get the opportunity first before they go off on their long road trip ahead of them, right? So 88 to 88 on this one. You gotta call me. You know, I'll be here for a couple minutes after the end of the show if you want to talk about either of these. Again, this is still also wearable. Shaking my hand, ring did not move. The width of the band definitely does help. Keep it there. You know, we want it to be comfortable when you wear it. And it is going to be comfortable, so call me on either of these two. Again, brand new discounts. I know it's like, you know, we just took off another, let's say $1,000 off of this one. Like, yeah, it's $1,000, but it's still a saving, right? So you gotta call me on these. Let's put them up together one more time and let me know on which one you would like to pick up. Again, I am showing more favoritism towards the Asher cuts purely because of also the pink diamonds, but you know, you gotta call me on either of these two and let me know if you have a favorite or if you wanna just pick up both of them. You know, you might not be able to, you know, stick around to watch the entire Friday show. You might, you know, quickly skim through it Saturday morning, but by then it's not gonna be here. It's gonna be packed up in a box, you know, in the back of a trailer, right? So you really gotta call me on these pieces. I can, again, try to intercept it, but no guarantees, right? So you gotta call me on these. Also, color change diaspora earrings, I know. That wasn't exactly the most beautiful way of showing them. So if you want to see a better picture of them, I'll find a card somewhere, you know, poke some holes and then, you know, have them set up perfectly, beautifully. And I can send you pictures too if you want to. But just let me know if you're interested in the color change diaspora earrings. I just haven't seen, you know, diaspora earrings with stones that large before, so let me know. And also these sapphire, or the sapphire necklace. Let's just do a quick little flash of this one again. Again, this one was here. This is with sapphires. So I know it's a little bit, you know, designer, a little bit high end, but this one is here. And you gotta let me know if you are interested in this one, and as well as any other pieces that I've flashed here so far. So call me on this one and let us find out. Again, calls are coming in. That is a great sign. Again, I don't know what's going to be here, what's going to go. Could be both of these, could be neither of these. Gotta call me on both of these. If you want, you know, if you're one caller calling in, you're like, I will take both of them. I mean, congratulations then, you have the ultimate Tanzanite collection. But if not, I mean, again, I do not have a large hand. I wish I did. I wish I had long, slender fingers, but I don't. So, I mean, they still wear well on my hand even. And they are beautiful. I mean, the red flash, how clean the Tanzanites are. I know here it's like we have such high standards for our stones where very rarely do you even get to see inclusions in your stones. I mean, yes. Paraibas? The pear shape. Do I have a pear shape? I have a trilliant up here. Oh yeah, of course. So someone likes my Paraiba ring. So let me know on the Tanzanites. I think we have a few questions on the Paraiba and on the Tanzanites. But here is the Paraiba one more time. This was our carat 33 center stone. $59.99 was the price on this one. And again, yet another stone where I am scared where, you know, the representatives will call us from Tucson and they'll be like, all right, pause all Paraibas. We can no longer do them for this price. We are going to have to go to another Paraiba drought. You know, get accustomed to the new prices, which I really don't want to do again. If there's a stone that looks like this, it does not deserve to be sitting in a dusty vault. Of course. Asher Tanzanite, this is the back side of it. So Paraiba, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, but this is the back side of the Asher cut Tanzanite. If you take both, that is also a fabulous combination. But again, last couple minutes, I'll be here for a couple minutes after the end of the show to answer any last questions, place any last orders. Again, Lauren will be here tomorrow, as per usual, in the morning, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, on TV, online, everywhere where we broadcast. And if you have any questions, if you're new to us, all of the information is on our website at tvon.com. If you have any questions in general, please call in. We'll be happy to answer them. And let's take a look at our duo right here. So again, Lauren will be back with you guys again tomorrow, as per usual, in the morning. And again, we'll be still showing you guys. We'll still be live streaming also, and also on TV. Very fun weekend, as all weekends are. I'm always super hyped for the weekend and the weekend's lineups. But here we have it, our two final pieces. If one person were to pick up both of these pieces, I mean, this is a pretty powerful duo, if I might say so myself. You know, crazy to say at this point in time, but once upon a time, we had Tanzanite rings with Paraiba accent stones, right? I know it's like crazy to think of at this point, but once upon a time, we did have that. So this is also what the Tanzanite looks like from the other angle. So again, they wanted to see the backside, but also this is what it looks like from the side. Two-tone gold on that one, white and rose gold around your pink diamonds, white gold everywhere else. Again, I mean, that is just a beautifully saturated Tanzanite stone. I mean, you cannot leave this here. I mean, just looking at that, it's just like leaving it here would be a crime. So let me know on this one. And on that one, probably have like a mini duo recap wheel here. Again, probably also just bring back the emerald cut for fun. So let me know on either of these. Again, the graphics is for the Paraiba, $59.99 on that one. And thank you so much, Linda. Thank you for your kind words as well. Do my best up here. And here we have it. Last couple seconds. You know, pieces do go after the fact. I want to point that out again. I know it's kind of hard to believe when you can't really see it, but calls come in after the fact. They pick up pieces, and then you call in tomorrow morning, and then it's gone, and I can't do another one, especially nothing up here. So you got to call me on anything. Have any questions, let me know. It's really important that I get to answer them for you. And again, thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of your Friday. I will see you guys back here next Friday. And until then, have a happy Friday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.